इस पद्धर तक पहुँच गए कि वो हर रोज़ कोई ना कोई इस तरह का हुक्म या आदेश जारी करते हैं जिहदे नाल मैनूं धार्मिक फर्जी वीडियो चला के उहदे तो सियासी लाहा लैण वास्ते धार्मिक हुक्मनामे भी जारी करवाए गए। जिहड़े सियासी आका ने धार्मिक अहुदियां ते बैठे लोकां दे
people who are sitting
अपने हिसाब नाल
in religious institutions are trying to defame me.
अनाउंसमेंटां करवा रहे ने मैनू धार्मिक तौर पर बदनाम करने की कोशिश है।
They're trying to defame me
मुकाबला कर नहीं सकते
religiously
ग्राउंड पे बिल्कुल जीरो हो चुके ने हो
because they don't have any, they can't
पहुंच गए
do any work on ground. That's why they're trying to defame me.
कोई ना कोई इस तरह का हुक्म
every new day they come up with some new tactics or some new farman, some new order so that I can be defamed from religious point of view.
जिन्ने काम पंजाब दे लोकां दे समाजिक आर्थिक ते धार्मिक भी
the kind of work that we have done economically, socially, religiously, that we have done, that this government has done, no other government has done that.
बेअदबी दा कानून होवे
whether it's the law, sacrilege law,
भावें हो पालकी साहब दियां सारियां जिहड़े ਉਹਦਾ टैक्स लगदा सी पालकी साहब वाली गड्डी ते ਉਹ माफ करना होवे भावें आनंदपुर साहब दे विच विधान सभा लेके जानी होवे
whether it was to take legislative assembly towards Anandpur Sahib,
दिवस दे मौके ते भावें हो तीन पवित्र शहरां दा दर्जा होवे ਉਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਮੁਕਾਬਲਾ ਆਪ ਤਾਂ ਕਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਕਦੇ।
they can't compete with me.
सिर्फ मेरे पीछे पै गई कि बस भगवंत मान नूं टारगेट करो कि बिना किवें झूठी सच्ची वीडियो बना के इनू
so that they can make a fake video against Bhagwant Mann and they can defame me.
ये पॉसिबल नहीं होगा जी।
This is not possible. They can't do it.
मैं पूछना चाहना SGPC
I want to ask them. I want to ask SGPC.
क्यों गुरुद्वारा साहब दे अगे बोर्ड ला रहे ने
the boards that have been placed in front of the gurudwaras,
जिन्हों मैं सर्वोच्च मानदा सारी दुनिया मानदी,
I accept it, the world accepts it,
कि जी भगवंत मान दा बाइकाट करो इहदे मूंह नूं मूंह ना लाओ। यही बोर्ड जिहड़े ਉਹ ਸੁਖਬੀਰ ਬਾਦਲ ਦੇ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੇ ਜੀ?
Why were these posters, these boards not placed during the time of Sukhbir Singh Badal?
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਸੁਖਬੀਰ ਬਾਦਲ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੇ 2 ਦਸੰਬਰ ਨੂੰ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਬੋਰਡ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗੇ ਜੀ?
While Sukhbir Singh Badal was accepting on 2nd December, why were no posters placed?
ਇਹ ਗੋਲੀਆਂ ਚਲਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜ਼ਿੰਮੇਵਾਰ ਨੇ।
They are responsible for sacrilege. They were responsible for firing shots,
ਪਾਣੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਵਿਛਾੜਾਂ ਸਿੱਟੀਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ,
for insulting, for hurting religious sentiments.
ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਸਿੱਧ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ SGPC ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਆਪ ਹੀ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਸੁਖਬੀਰ ਬਾਦਲ ਦਾ ਸਿਪਾਹੀ ਹਾਂ।
When the SGPC president himself says that I follow Sukhbir Singh Badal.
ਸੋ ਇਹ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਚ ਜਿਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੇ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਇੱਕ ਨਮਾਣੀ ਸੀ।
When I was called because of this video, I went there.
ਬੁਲਾਇਆ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਮੈਂ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੋਊਂਗਾ।
Whenever I will be called and I will be
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਕੋਈ ਚੁਣੌਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇ ਸਕਦਾ।
Sri Akal Takht, I'll visit them.
ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਵੀ ਜਾਰੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ।
They have released the video.
ਲਾਈਵ ਕਰ ਦੋ ਉਦੋਂ ਲਾਈਵ ਬਾਰੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਲਾਈਵ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਸੀ ਸਿਰਫ ਰਿਕਾਰਡਿੰਗ
insulted the Guru
ਵਾਸਤੇ ਰੱਖੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਵੀ ਕਰਨ ਲੱਗੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਐਡੀਟਡ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੋਰਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਜਾਂਚ ਕਰਾ ਲਿਓ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਵੀਡੀਓ
ਚ ਮੈਂ edited the video also. I've also told them earlier also that it is not me in the video. The person who is in the video,
structure ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ। 2 ਇੰਚ
the body structure, the height and all does not match with me.
ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲੋਂ 2 ਇੰਚ ਕੱਦ ਉਹਦਾ ਉੱਚਾ ਹੈ।
He is 2 inches taller than me.
ਚਾਲ ਢਾਲ ਖੜਨ ਦਾ
The
ਤਰੀਕਾ,
way he speaks, the way he talks,
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਨਹੀਂ
it's completely separate. It doesn't match. It doesn't match with how I behave, how I walk, how I talk.
ਇਹ ਕਹਿ ਦੋ ਫਰਜ਼ੀ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਹੈ, ਫਰਜ਼ੀ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਹੈ। ਤਿੰਨੇ ਪਾਰਟੀਆਂ ਇਕੱਠੀਆਂ ਹੋ ਗਈਆਂ,
putting allegations on the video that we, the forensic report that we have given, it's fake.
ਕਿ ਭਗਵੰਤ ਮਾਨ ਦਾ ਬਾਈਕਾਟ ਕਰੋ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਹਨੇ ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਰਵਉੱਚਤਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਢਾਹ ਲਾਈ ਹੈ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਢਾਹਿਆ ਉਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ 84 ਵੇਲੇ ਤੋਪਾਂ ਚਲਾਈਆਂ ਨੇ, ਗੋਲੇ ਸਿੱਟੇ ਆ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ
people who conducted massacre in 1984, they are saying that I disrespected the Akal Takht.
ਜਿਤੇ ਬੇਅਦਬੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਦੋਸ਼ ਨੇ ਅਕਾਲੀ ਦਲ,
those who are responsible
ਤੀਜੀ ਉਹ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਹੈ
for insulting the religious sentiments, they are putting aspersions against me.
ਕਿ ਅਟੈਕ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੀ ਤੇਰਾ ਬਿਹਤਰ ਹੈ, ਕਿ ਅਟੈਕ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਬਲੂ ਸਟਾਰ ਵਾਸਤੇ। ਇਹ ਤਿੰਨੇ ਰਲ ਕੇ ਹੁਣ ਸਾਂਝਾ ਮੋਰਚਾ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ, ਭਗਵੰਤ ਮਾਨ ਹੈ ਇਕੱਲਾ ਬਸ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ। ਇੱਥੋਂ ਇਹ ਸਿੱਧ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਬਖਲਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ।
They made a lobby, they have formed a group, and it's me who's alone who's fighting against all of this.
ਜਾਣਾ, ਮੈਂ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਜਾਊਂਗਾ, ਜਲੂਰ ਪਿੰਡ ਜਾਣਾ, ਬਰਨਾਲਾ ਜ਼ਿਲ੍ਹੇ ਦਾ ਪਿੰਡ ਹੈ। ਕੱਲ ਮੈਂ ਧਰਮਪੁਰੇ ਸੀ, ਬੁਢਲਾਡੇ ਦਾ ਪਿੰਡ।
Yesterday I was in Dharampur, in Gurdaspur,
ਮੌੜ ਮੰਡੀ ਹਲਕੇ ਦਾ ਪਿੰਡ ਹੈ।
Yesterday I was in other
places। ਹਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਕਿਤੇ ਨਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਸੱਥਾਂ ਜਾਣਾ। ਦੁਨੀਆ
every next day I meet and listen to the concerns of the citizens,
ਬਿਜਲੀ,
whether it's about water issues, electricity issues,
ਸੜਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਹੋਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਭਟਕਾਉਣ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਆ। ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇ focusing on some other aspect,
they're trying to defame me.
ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕੁਝ ਕਹਿਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਣੀ ਫਿਰ।
I don't think so. I don't have to say anything beyond this.
ਉਹ ਫੈਸਲਾ
just want to say,
ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਉਹ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਨੇ,
let me show you a video
ਕਿ ਉਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਐਕਟਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ,
let me show you the video of the person who's acting like he looks like the person who looks like me. Let's show you the video. He's wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask. You can clearly understand that he was wearing a mask.
ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਦੇਖਿਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ, ਉਸ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਠੋਡੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਸਾਫ਼ ਹੈ।
You can understand that you can clearly see his chin. Let's play the video. So Bhagwant Mann is hinting that they will play a video right now.
ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਹੈ, ਬਚਪਨ ਤੋਂ ਹੈ। 5 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ 'ਚ ਮੇਰਾ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀ।
I have a mark on the front side of my chest.
ਜੁਗਨੂ ਵਾਲੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਓ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੋ ਉਹ ਇਹ 2-3 ਗੱਲਾਂ ਭੁੱਲ ਗਏ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਵੇਲੇ।
So they forgot to highlight these places.
ਮਾਸਕ ਲਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਤੇ ਮਾਸਕ
So basically Bhagwant Mann is highlighting the fact that it's not him, the person is wearing a mask. It's not Bhagwant Mann in the video. He's saying that I have marks on my body in this place. The marks are absent. So he clearly is trying to establish the fact that it's not the original video.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨੇ ਜੀ ਗਰਦਨ ਵੱਲ ਦੇਖੋ, ਆਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਹੌਲੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਹੀ ਦਿਸੂਗਾ ਇੱਕ ਮਾਸਕ ਪਾਇਆ। ਮਾਸਕ ਸਪਸ਼ਟ ਰੂਪ ਚ ਦੀਦਾ ਵਾ, ਪਰ ਇਹ ਬੰਦਾ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੂਰ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾ ਪਵੇ।
Those who are addressing the press conference, they are saying you can clearly see that this is mask, this is not the real video, and it's not Bhagwant Mann in this video. It's some other person who's wearing a mask. So they're trying to prove that it's not Bhagwant Mann in the video. You can see the kind of hair he has and the mark he has on the neck. It doesn't match. It doesn't match with me.
ਸਿੱਧਾ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਮਾਸਕ ਪਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਵਾ। ਹੁਣ ਆਹ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇਖੋ, ਇਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ, ਵੱਖਰਾ ਹੀ ਦਿਸੂਗਾ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਾਸਕ ਆ ਕੇ ਮੁੱਕਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਦੇਖੋ ਵਾਲ ਪੈ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ ਧੌਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੀ ਉੱਪਰ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਚੜੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਮਾਸਕ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੁੜ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ, ਵੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਮੰਨ ਲਓ ਪਲਾਸਟਿਕ ਚੜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਵਾ ਤੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਮਾਸਕ ਮੁੜ ਰਿਹਾ।
So they're basically highlighting the fact that the person he's wearing a mask and he's not Bhagwant Mann, and there are lots of differences which can be clearly seen. They're playing the video again and again and highlighting the fact that the person does not match with Bhagwant Mann's body appearance, the size and especially the face, the hair.
ਇਹਨੂੰ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਲਾ ਲਿਓ। ਦੋ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਰ ਨੋਟ ਕਰਿਓ। ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਗਲ ਦਾ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ।
Two important points that I want to mention, that there's no mark on the neck like me, and there is also a mark on the right side of the chin.
ਅੱਖਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਦੀਆਂ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨੇ
they can make a mask but they can't copy my eyes.
ਹੋਟਲ ਦਾ ਕਮਰਾ ਹੈ, ਹੋਟਲ ਦਾ ਕਮਰਾ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ, ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਤੋਂ।
Let me show you the video again.
ਆਪਣਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਅਕਾਊਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਜੰਨੇ ਆ ਟਿਕਟੌਕ ਦੇ ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਉਹ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਇਹਦੀ ਸੇਵ ਕਰਕੇ ਰੱਖੀ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਜਗਮਨ ਸਮਰੇ ਦੀ। ਹੁਣ ਇਹਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅਕਾਊਂਟ ਆ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਇਹਨੇ ਪਾਈ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ।
They're now showing an account which has the video.
ਮੈਂ ਹੌਲੀ ਹੌਲੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦਿਖਾਉਂਗਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨੇ ਇਹਦੀ
We'll slowly show you the video now. That's what they are saying.
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਹੀ ਦਿਸੂਗਾ ਇੱਕ ਮਾਸਕ ਪਾਇਆ ਮਾਸਕ ਸਪਸ਼ਟ ਰੂਪ ਚ
You can clearly see that there is a mask that this person is wearing.
ਆ ਮੈਂ ਜ਼ੂਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾਂ ਨੇੜਿਓਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਮੈਂ ਜ਼ੂਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਨਾ ਉਹਦੀ ਗਰਦਨ ਨਾਲ ਦੇਖੋ ਮੈਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਰੋਕ ਕੇ ਜ਼ੂਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਵਾਂ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਓ।
I'll zoom the video and then you can clearly understand that the person is wearing a mask. It's not Bhagwant Mann.
ਪਿੱਛੇ ਵਿਕ ਪੂਰੇ ਵਾਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬੋਡੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਪਿਆ ਵਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਮਾਸਕ ਆ। ਕੰਨ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੇਪ ਦੇਖੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ
The hairstyle doesn't match with Bhagwant Mann.
ਥੱਲੇ ਟੋਆ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਵਾ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਦੇਖ ਲਓ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਮਾਸਕ ਪਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਵਾ। ਹੁਣ ਆਹ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇਖੋ ਇਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਵੱਖਰਾ ਹੀ ਦਿਸੂਗਾ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਾਸਕ
Observe carefully.
ਇੱਥੇ ਦੇਖੋ ਵਾਲ ਪੈ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ ਧੌਣ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੀ ਉੱਪਰ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਚੜੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਮਾਸ ਨਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੁੜ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ ਵੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਮੰਨ ਲਓ ਪਲਾਸਟਿਕ ਚੜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਵਾ ਤੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਮਾਸ ਮੁੜ ਰਿਹਾ ਵਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਉਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਧਿਆਨ
They are again highlighting the fact that the person is just wearing a mask and you can
ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਉਹਦੇ ਮੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਦੇਖੋ
clearly identify from the visuals that you are saying, and also they are highlighting the fact that the hairstyle also doesn't match. The hair it doesn't match with Bhagwant Mann.
ਹੁਣ ਦੇਖਿਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਰੋਕ ਕੇ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਇਹ ਮੁੜਦਾ ਨਾ
The person who's addressing the press conference is saying that let me pause the video and show the video to you and you can yourself identify the difference in this case.
ਇਹ ਕੰਨ ਫਸਿਆ ਹੋਣਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ ਦੇਖੋ ਪੂਰਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਯਾਰ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਕੀ 2 ਨੰਬਰ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹਾਂ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਦੇਖੋ ਨਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਦੇਖਿਓ ਟਿਕਟੌਕ ਤੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਅਕਾਊਂਟ ਤੇ ਚਲ ਜਿਓ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਕੁ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਸਮਝ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਧੌਣ ਦਿਸ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਜਵੇਂ ਬਾਕੀ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਰ ਆ ਬਾਈ ਜੇਕਰ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਅਸਲੀ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇਹਦੀ ਓਰੀਜਨਲ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆ ਉਹ ਕਾਹਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿਖਾਈ ਗਈ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ।
ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਮਾਸਕ। ਹੁਣ ਇਸ ਮਾਸਕ ਦੀ ਬੈਕਗ੍ਰਾਉਂਡ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਅੱਜ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾਉਣ ਲੱਗਾ। ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਤੇ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਵੀਡੀਓ। ਮਾਸਕ ਬਣਵਾ ਕੇ
So they have made a mask.
ਇੱਥੋਂ ਲਿਆਂਦਾ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਮਾਸਕ ਦੀ ਡਿਲੀਵਰੀ ਲਈ ਜਿਸ ਦਿਨ
They took the delivery of the mask
ਤਾਂ ਗੱਡੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ
inside the car.
ਤੇ ਮਾਸਕ ਚੜਾ ਕੇ ਜਗਮਨ ਸਮਰਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬਲੈਕਮੇਲਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੇਨ
They have the mask in the hand, the one who will be blackmailing me.
ਤੇ ਉਹਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਵੀ ਹੈ
we have the video
ਤੇ ਚਿਹਰਾ ਚੜ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ।
We have the video where he is explaining that the mask can easily fit the face of any person. Then you will be able to understand what exactly happened. Let's watch the video. So basically, Bhagwant Mann is trying to prove that they brought a mask and they used the mask. And that mask can be used by anybody. And this is the method that they use to defame Bhagwant Mann. You can see he has the mask in his hand. You can clearly see.
ਇਹ ਜਿਸ ਦਿਨ ਇਹਨੇ ਡਿਲੀਵਰੀ ਲਈ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ ਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਬਣਾਈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ।
They have made the video inside the car.
ਪਿੱਛੇ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਆ ਦੇਖੋ ਆ ਕਲੀਅਰ ਨਜ਼ਰ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਮਾਸਕ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਥ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਚੜਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਆ ਗਿਆ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ
kept it in his hand
ਬੰਦੇ ਤੇ ਚੜਾ ਕੇ
and then they wore the mask.
ਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਾਸਕ ਹੈ ਉਹ
this mask.
Yes.
ਫੇਸ ਤੇ ਫੇਸ ਦਾ
Observe it carefully.
Yes.
ਠੀਕ ਸੋ ਇਹ ਮਾਸਕ ਦੀ ਹਿਸਟਰੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈ ਬੰਦਾ।
This is the history of the mask and this is from Canada.
ਮੈਂ ਨਵੰਬਰ 2016 ਚ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ।
I never went to Canada. I went in November 2016 to Canada.
19 ਚ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਐਮਪੀ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ। ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਦੇ ਗਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ। ਇਹ
I didn't go to Canada.
ਹੋਟਲ ਦੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਹੈ।
The video from the hotel.
ਕਮਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਫੋਟੋ ਕੌਣ ਲਾਊਗਾ ਜੀ?
Where do you see
ਕਮਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੌਣ ਲਾਊਗਾ
Guru Sahib's portrait
ਔਰ ਕਮਰੇ ਦੀ
in a hotel room?
ਹੋਟਲਾਂ ਵਾਲੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ 2017-18 ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੇ ਹੋਟਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਉਣ ਲੱਗੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਵੀ ਆ ਗਈ ਉਹਦੀ ਹੋਟਲਾਂ ਦੀ। ਸੋ ਐਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਨੂੰ ਅਕਾਲੀ ਦਲ ਕਾਂਗਰਸ ਤੇ ਬੀਜੇਪੀ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਬਣਾ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਵੀ ਆਹ ਭਗਵੰਤ ਮਾਨ ਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ।
So they have used this video. Akali dal, BJP and others, they are trying to use this video
ਆ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਜੀ ਮਾਸਕ
and trying to defame me.
ਉਹਨੇ ਕੇਜਰੀਵਾਲ ਦਾ ਮਾਸਕ ਵੀ ਮੰਗਾਇਆ ਉਹ ਵੀ
They've also made a mask of Kejriwal.
ਕੇਜਰੀਵਾਲ ਦਾ ਮਾਸਕ ਵੀ ਵਿਗਾਇਆ। ਤੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਸਪਾਂਸਰ ਕੌਣ ਨੇ? ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪੈਸੇ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਇਸ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਕਿਹਨੇ ਬਣਵਾਈ ਹੈ, ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਖੁਲਾਸੇ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਉਹ ਵੀ ਹੈਰਾਨੀਜਨਕ ਨੇ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਪੁਸ਼ਟੀ ਕਰ ਲੈਣ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਦੀ। ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪੈਸੇ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸ, ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸਰ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ, ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟਰ ਕੌਣ ਹੈ,
we'll find out who's the producer, who's the director.
ਸਾਂਝਾ ਮੋਰਚਾ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ। ਤੇ ਆਉਣ ਵਾਲੇ ਦਿਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਦੱਸ ਦਾਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ। ਬਲੈਕਮੇਲਰ ਦੇ ਹੱਥ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਾਸਕ ਚੜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ।
The blackmailer has my mask
ਹੋਰ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਤੇ ਚੜਾ ਕੇ ਉਹਨੇ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਬਣਾਈ। ਇਸੇ ਕਮਰੇ 'ਚ ਮੇਰੀ ਪਰਸਨਲ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਬਣਾਈ ਹੈ।
And he has also made personal videos
ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਭਗਵੰਤ ਮਾਨ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਤੇ ਐਨਕ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਦਾਰੂ ਪੀ ਕੇ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ। ਉਹ ਉਸੇ ਬੰਦੇ
they've shown the video where
ਹੋਟਲ ਦਾ ਸੇਮ ਕਮਰਾ
one might assume that it is Bhagwant Mann who is drunk and is walking in the room.
ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਦਿਨ ਦਾ ਕਹੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਮੈਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਮੇਰੀ ਸਰੀਰਕ ਮੇਰਾ ਚਾਲ ਢਾਲ, ਮੇਰਾ ਚੱਲਣ ਦਾ ਢੰਗ, ਮੇਰਾ ਖੜਨ ਦਾ ਢੰਗ ਇਹ 'ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ। ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਬਸ ਅੱਜ
it's not the way I talk, not the way I walk.
ਅਸੀਂ ਅਕਾਲ ਤਖਤ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਭੇਜਾਂਗੇ ਵੀ ਆ ਲਓ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਜਾਂਚ ਕਰਾਓ।
Now we'll show the video to Akal Takht.
ਬੰਦਾ ਮਾਸਕ ਪਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੇ, ਤੇ ਮਾਸਕ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਭਗਵੰਤ ਮਾਨ ਕਹਿ ਦੋਗੇ?
That this person was wearing a mask, and how can you say that the person is Bhagwant Mann when the person is wearing a mask?
ਸੰਗਤ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਦੇ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਛੱਡਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਘਟੀਆ ਹਰਕਤਾਂ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਕਾਲੀ ਦਲ ਵਾਲੇ, ਬੀਜੇਪੀ ਵਾਲੇ, ਕਾਂਗਰਸ ਵਾਲੇ ਉਹ ਮੇਰੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ। ਪਰ
people from BJP, Congress are after me using such tactics.
ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੈਂਕੜੇ ਫੋਨ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਸੈਂਕੜੇ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ।
I'm getting hundreds of calls, hundreds of videos.
ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ
we understand that these all are tricks against you.
ਨਾਮ ਲੈਵਾ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਨੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ
I request the ਸੰਗਤ
ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇਸ ਪੱਧਰ ਤੇ ਇਸਤੇਮਾਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਗਲਤ ਹੈ। ਬਲਕਿ
that's strong to use religion in such a way.
ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਧਰਮ ਯੁੱਧ ਮੋਰਚਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਲਾਂਗੇ, ਉਹ ਧਰਮ ਵਿਰੋਧ ਮੋਰਚਾ
ਧਰਮ anti religion.
ਸੋ ਜੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਵਾਲ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ। ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਭੇਜੂਗਾ ਮੈਂ। ਕਿਹੜਾ ਜੀ? ਇਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ 18-19 ਦੀ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ 16 ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਗਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ।
They're saying the video is of 18 or 19, but I never went beyond 16. I didn't go to Canada. That's what.
ਉਸੇ ਦੀ TikTok ਤੇ ਸੀ।
And it's a video from TikTok from there.
ਉਹਦੇ ਚੋਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ
the video was taken out from TikTok of some person's account.
ਇਸ 18-19 ਦੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨੇ।
The video of mask was made on 18-19.
ਉਹਨੇ ਪਾਇਆ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੇ, ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਤਰੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ। ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਪੀਪੀਪੀ ਵੇਲੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੀ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਬਸ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੀਪੀਪੀ ਵੇਲੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੀ। ਉਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਕੋਈ ਦੋਸਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਉਹ ਨਾ ਹੀ ਕੋਈ ਮੇਰਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੋਈ ਲੈਣ ਦੇਣ ਹੈ। ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਉਦੋਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੀ। ਐਪ ਸਪੋਰਟ 'ਚ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਫੱਗੂ ਵਾਲਾ ਸੰਗਰੂਰ ਕੋਲੇ। ਤੇ ਇਹ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਭਗੌੜਾ ਵੀ ਹੋਇਆ, ਇੱਥੋਂ ਫਰੀਦਕੋਟ ਜੇਲ੍ਹ 'ਚੋਂ ਭੱਜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ, ਬਾਇਆ ਨੇਪਾਲ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਨਾ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ। ਤੇ ਇਹ ਬਲੈਕਮੇਲਰ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਡਰੱਗੀ ਵੀ ਹੈ, ਵੀ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਕਰਦਾ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ। ਸਭ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਫੇਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ। ਪਤਾ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਈਡੀ ਭੇਜ ਕੇ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਟਵਾ ਕੇ ਕੋ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕੁਝ ਕਹਾ ਲਓ, 1 ਮਿੰਟ 'ਚ ਕਹਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ। ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਗਲਤ ਸਾਬਤ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ ਜੀ। ਹੁਣ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਦਿਓ ਵੀ 10 ਲੱਖ ਰੁਪਈਆ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗਲਤ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਗਲਤ ਬਣਾਤੀ। ਕੋਈ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਕਰੋੜ ਰੁਪਈਆ ਲਿਆ, ਕੋਈ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ 10 ਕਰੋੜ ਲਿਆ। ਗੱਲਾਂ ਨੇ, ਇਹ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦਾ ਮੁੱਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ।
This should not be the topic for Punjab.
ਗੁੜਗਾਉਂ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਕਿਹਦੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ? ਸਰ ਗੁੜਗਾਉਂ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਕਿਹਦੀ ਹੈ? ਬੀਜੇਪੀ ਦੀ ਹੈ।
You have CBI.
ਨਹੀਂ ਫਿਰ ਜੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਡਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਇਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੁੜਗਾਉਂ ਤੋਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ? ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਤੋਂ ਕਿਤੋਂ ਕਰਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ? ਫਿਰ
if we had fear that we might get caught in Gurugram, we might have got it done in Punjab itself.
ਤੇ ਬਾਅਦ ਚ ਇਹ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਕੋਲੇ ਵੀ ਜਾਊਗੀ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ
This video will be sent to the police.
ਹਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੰਗਵਾਉਣ ਦੀਆਂ ਤਿਆਰੀਆਂ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ। ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਜੀ, ਵਿਧਾਨ ਸਭਾ ਦੀ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਦੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਹੋਊਗੀ ਜੀ। ਇੱਕ ਖੇਤੀ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਦੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਬਲੈਕਮੇਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ, 100 ਮਿਲੀਅਨ ਕੋਈ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਡਾਲਰ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਸਫਰ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਚੱਕਰ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਇਹਨੇ ਕਾਲ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਜਿਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਮੋਰਚਾ ਚੱਲਦਾ ਸੀ। ਖੇਤੀ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਸੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਦੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਬਲੈਕਮੇਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ।
Yes, blackmailed other people also.
Tomar sahab.
He's naming the person. He's calling him Tomar.
हाँ नहीं ये तो फिर ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਫਿਰ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਨਾ। ਪਿਛਲੀ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ ਦੇਖੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ, ਮੇਰੀਆਂ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਆਈਆਂ ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਆਈਆਂ, ਕਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ
the previous election video,
ਕਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ 버ਗਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਾਣਾ ਆਉਂਦਾ, ਕਦੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੁਛ, ਕਦੇ
at some places you saw that Bhagwant Mann is drunk and he's falling.
ਆ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਹੁਣ ਵੀ ਯਾਰ ਹੁਣ ਹੋਰ ਹਥਿਆਰ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹੀ ਚਲਾ ਲਈਏ। ਪਰ ਹਾਂ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਲੋਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਇੰਨੇ ਖੁਸ਼ ਨੇ, ਮੈਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਹਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਜਾਣਾ ਮੈਂ, ਲੋਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਆਰ ਹੈਪੀ ਵਿਦ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਕਿ ਕੌਣ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਕੁ ਬਣ ਜਾਏ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਹੈ ਸਭ ਜਾਣਦੀ ਹੈ। ਬਹੁਤ we know everything, public knows everything. So basically Bhagwant Mann is highlighting the fact that the public is with him, the citizens are with him, and the videos are fake, and he highlighted that there is some blackmailer and he's bringing in Canada angle here also, and he said that I did not go to Canada, it's an old video. In no hotel room you will have the guru's portrait, and you can't see that, and the person you can see in the video, the person is wearing a mask, and there's a blackmailer who had the mask which exactly matched my face look, and the other person wore this mask, and the person, the body, the movement, the way he speaks, the way he walks, it doesn't match the way I walk and I talk. So basically the Bhagwant Mann is trying to defend himself while saying that it was not me in the video. Over to you, Gesu.
Right, Javam, thanks for translating it word by word for us. In fact, viewers, that's Punjab's Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. He's gone in a full-on defensive mode. He's released 2 new videos to claim that this was a conspiracy against him. The Sacrilege video row that's now intensifying. And the big question is, will Bhagwant Mann have to step down? Remember, there was an FIR that was filed. 2 people have been arrested. Allegations of forensics being completely fabricated to prove the video was not real, the video was fake. He in fact says that the person in the video is not him. He said that the BJP, the Congress and even the Akal Takht are out to get him. They are trying to target him using religious ways. He also says that the people of Punjab know the truth. They are supporting Bhagwant Mann. In fact, he went on to also say that, you know, this fake video has been made to defame him, and multiple such attempts have been made in the past as well. He also tried to clear ground by saying that the last he went to Canada was back in 2016. That too on an invitation, and beyond that he's never visited Canada. In fact, he says that how can one ascertain that in the video it was Bhagwant Mann if the person was wearing a mask? In fact, he also says that this very video that's on your screens right now, the mark on the person's neck does not match Bhagwant Mann's, and he says that this entire conspiracy is a planned political vendetta by the BJP, the Congress. He's also in fact roped in Akal Takht. He says that they have made multiple attempts to take his government down in Punjab, and they are trying to defame him using the religious route. In fact, Bhagwant Mann targeted Akal Takht in the Sacrilege controversy. Remember, but yesterday there was a whistleblower, the forensic expert, who was reached out by 2 senior cops from the Punjab police to fabricate the video evidence of the Sacrilege video that postures Bhagwant Mann. That's an allegation that's being made, and Bhagwant Mann, the Punjab Chief Minister, has tried to steer clear of it. He says that the video is AI generated and he is not seen in the video. He in fact also goes on a defensive mode completely in the press conference that was just held. He released 2 new videos to claim that this is a conspiracy against him. In fact, we have no confirmation whether the video that was shown by Bhagwant Mann during his press conference was real or was AI generated. And these questions become very important in a sacrilege video row that's against Punjab's chief minister, because he himself alleges that these videos that are circulating, they are borrowed from TikTok. He first said that they were AI generated videos that were being peddled by, the BJP, the Congress, and even Akal Takht to target him in the name of religion. In fact, the clip that has been shown by Bhagwant Mann in his press conference is not a part of the original sacrilege video that was released, the one that raised pertinent questions over Bhagwant Mann. In fact, Akal Takht also called him Guru Drohi, and they declared him as Guru Drohi in this entire case. And remember, this entire conspiracy puts Bhagwant Mann at the center of not just a sacrilege video, but also that he tried to cover it up. In fact, we're also being joined by Sukhpal Singh Khera, who is a Congress MLA, to speak to us on the matter. Now, Mr. Khera, I want to understand from you, Bhagwant Mann says that this is absolutely not him. He's also released 2 new videos. On top of it, he says that the BJP, the Congress, and even the Akal Takht are trying to defame him by using religion. What's your take on this?
See, it's a complete cock and bull story, the one that he has released today. Let's suppose that he says that the man is wearing a mask. So this report that they caught, even the fake report from Gurugram, is there any mention that there is a mask in it? No, this was a report which they have procured themselves. It is their scripted report. So now this is yet another afterthought. Initially, when Jathedar Akal Takht Sahab called him in January, he told Bhagwant Mann, give us names of 2 labs where we can get it done, where we can get the video verified. You give us, the government should give us. He did not respond. Then the Jathedar went ahead and got them verified. And then they say, okay, sir, this is not artificial intelligence, but I am not in it. Yeah. And suppose if he is not the culprit, and if he's not in the video, then what was the need for a fake report from an unverified lab from Gurugram? Yeah. Where FIR has been registered against these police officers and the culprits. So basically what happened, and don't see this in isolation. Bhagwant Mann has a very poor character right from the beginning. He went to the Barghadi Bhog in 2015. I was present on the stage. The acting Jathedar Akal Takht was present. He came drunk in the presence of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, where the 2 boys had been killed in police firing. Thereafter, he took a fake oath of his mother that I'm going to shun liquor, alcohol, I will never drink again, and he started drinking the very next day. And thereafter, as chief minister, he went to the Takht Damdama Sahib as a chief minister, completely drunk. And the latest was when he came to the Vidhan Sabha in Punjab, which we say is a temple of politics. I caught him drunk there. I pointed out that the alcohol test about this alcoholic should be done. And, he has left his earlier wife. He doesn't recognize his children. So broadly, if you analyze his character, it absolutely fits in with the video. And his wife has been making these allegations that he was a wife beater. And he was of a
Mr.
very
Khera,
poor character.
Yeah. Those are some personal allegations that are being made, Mr. Khera, and we've not been able to verify those, so we will leave those aside for a while. But also the video that he showed during his press conference today, he shows a man who seems to be driving a car, and he's also holding a mask of Bhagwant Mann in his hands, and he claims that this person wore a mask that resembles his appearance, and then this video was shot. And he said that this is nothing but a case of political vendetta that he's been subjected to before also in Punjab. In fact, the BJP and the Congress being roped in was one thing, but he also says that Akal Takht is also involved in, this sacrilege video row. So what is your take on that as well?
See, why is he challenging the authority of Akal Takht? When Sukhbir Singh Badal was punished, he welcomed the decision. He shared it on his all his social media, and he said that it's a very good decision. If Akal Takht punishes Sukhbir Badal, he claps about it and he welcomes the decision. Now, when the Akal Takht, they gave him 5 months, it's not like 2-3 days. They gave him 5 months. Why couldn't they show this video, the one that this is more of a, I'm telling you, these Aam Aadmi parties are all tricksters. it's a party of tricksters. Chalbaz hai ye log. Even this video will be caught later on. Because if he was damn sure that there's a mask, 5 months, why didn't they analyze this and bring it to public domain then? And again, I would reiterate, why did they not mention this mask thing in the script report procured by them, by their Ludhiana police officers from Gurugram, from a fake forensic lab which has been caught, where FIR has been registered. Probably the police officers have been summoned by the Gurugram police. As the things get murkier, Aam Aadmi Party is a party known for its evasiveness. Kejriwal is a compulsive liar, and that's why people of Delhi have rejected him. Bhagwant Mann is clearly seeing his future in Punjab. Once he loses Punjab, Kejriwal loses Punjab, their national status would go to the winds, and this party would ultimately vanish from the political scene of India. So this is a major threat to his existence. That's why he's challenging everyone. Now he says, why is the Congress speaking? Why shouldn't we speak? We are the principal opposition party.
Right,
why
Mr.
shouldn't
Khera.
the BJP speak? Why shouldn't the Akal speak? If all of them are speaking, it doesn't mean that we have teamed up. We are speaking against his immorality. And
Right.
let me tell you, there are more videos about him which will come into public domain shortly. There are more videos to him of his behavior
Right.
about the Ardas as well.
Right. Thanks very much for speaking to Republic, Mr. Sukhpal Singh Khera. Now, viewers, that was the Congress MLA who was in fact making his point clear. He says that Bhagwant Mann is only trying to defend himself. He's plunged into a defensive mode. And the videos that he's been showing, there's no way of verifying whether or not those are real. Now, the real question that hangs in balance is whether or not Bhagwant Mann will step down as Punjab's Chief Minister. We're tracking that for you continuously. The Sacrilege video row now only intensifying. 1 FIR, a whistleblower, 2 arrests of senior cops, and the videos that are being shown from both sides. And in fact, Punjab's Chief Minister trying to cry foul over Akal Takht's claim of the Sacrilege video.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ।
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। अब बताओ, स्वाद आया?
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
Armed forces at the borders, you know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrors are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700, right? In the case of, and my question is, you can take it, Rakesh sir, and then Ashok ji and Rudresh can take, 30 seconds. When you don't know who the enemy is, who's funding the enemy? Because the enemy is right next to you. The enemy is getting money from somewhere else. The enemy is pumping in money to Maoists to fight our forces. So, how do you deal with that? So, we refer to some of these people as urban Naxals. They could be anywhere. They could be around you. How do you deal with urban Naxals?
Summer is here. Is your home ready for the heat? Keep your roof cool and your home comfortable all summer with Roof Cool and Seal. पसीना मत बहाओ, बर्जर रूफ कूल एंड सील लगाओ।
प्यास बुझाए, ठंडक लाए, सबको भाए जीरा से MDH का जलजीरा जीरा सिप
जीरा सिप असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MDH
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ।
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
So please settle down now for a day of powerful conversations, extraordinary stories, and defining perspectives. Because the Republic Summit is not merely a forum to discuss India's future, it is a front row seat to the people, ideas, and institutions that are helping build it. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Republic Summit 2026. Welcome to Great Power India, Nation First. I'd like to now invite Republic Media Network's founder and editor-in-chief, Mr. Arnab Goswami, along with Shri Rakesh Agarwal, IG CRPF, Shri Ashok Kumar, Commandant 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, and Sub-Inspector Rudresh Singh, 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, to please come up on stage to light the ceremonial lamp. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as they come up. These are the people on the ground who've earned their accolades, as we request them to please move towards the ceremonial lamp and light it. A final round of applause as Arnab adds his brilliance to the event. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we have our brave security personnel whose courage and commitment have safeguarded the nation's journey and transformed a belt which has been a no-go area for decades. For years, they have fought a difficult battle in some of the country's most challenging terrain, displaying extraordinary courage and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you a short intro to their remarkable story on how they wiped out Maoist terror.
Armed forces at the borders. You know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right?
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है।
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े।
चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
Armed forces at the borders. You know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrors are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700, right? In the case of, and my question is, you can take it, Rakesh sir, and then Ashok ji and Rudresh can take, 30 seconds. When you don't know who the enemy is, who's funding the enemy, because the enemy is right next to you. The enemy is getting money from somewhere else. The enemy is pumping in money to Maoists to fight our forces. So, how do you deal with that? So, we refer to some of these people as urban Naxals. They could be anywhere, they could be around you. How do you deal with urban Naxals?
I would like to say, एक जनरल परसेप्शन है कि गरीबी की वजह से नक्सलिज्म पनपता है, बट मैं कहूँगा कि जो हम लोगों ने स्टडी की है और जो हम लोगों का एक्सपीरियंस है कि गरीबी का जो कारण, नक्सलिज्म का जो कारण है वो
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बढ़ाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है? स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और फरसान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
So please settle down now for a day of powerful conversations, extraordinary stories, and defining perspectives. Because the Republic Summit is not merely a forum to discuss India's future, it is a front row seat to the people, ideas, and institutions that are helping build it. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Republic Summit 2026. Welcome to Great Power India, Nation First. I'd like to now
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाए जीरा से, MTH का जलजीरा जीरा से।
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
Armed forces at the borders, you know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrors are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700, right? In the case of, and my question is, you can take it, Rakesh sir, and then Ashok ji and Rudresh can take, 30 seconds. When you don't know who the enemy is, Who's funding the enemy? Because the enemy is right next to you. The enemy is getting money from somewhere else. The enemy is pumping in money to Maoists to fight our forces. So how do you deal with that? So we refer to some of these people as urban Naxals. They could be anywhere. They could be around you. How do you deal with urban Naxals?
I would like to say,
from Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
A very good afternoon, viewers. You're watching Live and Breaking on Republic. I am Chongtham Amrita, and in a major controversial story that has emerged from Ujjain, a car explosion after lifting it at around 40 feet during a Muharram procession, raising the question if it was a random procession or a mock terror blast attempt. We are tracking all of these latest developments and more, but first let's take a look at the headlines. A sensational incident. A controversial video emerges from Ujjain, car blown up during Muharram procession in Ujjain. Back-to-back powerful earthquake jolt Venezuela, airport and classes closed. Thousands feared death after twin earthquakes jolt Venezuela. A major controversy as Nawab Malik's daughter and NCP MLA Sana Malik bats for polygamy in India. A shocking case of conversion in Kota, several Hindu women allegedly targeted for religious conversion. Terror plot targeting Ayodhya Ram Mandir foiled after arrest. WhatsApp audio clips recovered. Rahul Gandhi expresses regret in defamation case filed by Shivraj Singh Chauhan's son. Now, viewers, these are live visuals that we're tracking at the moment where the Left Democratic Front protests erupted at the Thiruvananthapuram Corporation, turning it into a clash between the CPIM and BJP councillors. These are live visuals from Kerala in Thiruvananthapuram, where a protest has erupted, where the Left Democratic Front protests, in fact, turned into a clash between the CPIM and the BJP councillors. We are seeing several police personnel being deployed as well. This is happening right now as we speak in Thiruvananthapuram, where the members of the Left Democratic Front has arrived at the Thiruvananthapuram Corporation, and a clash has erupted there between the BJP councillors and members of the CPIM. The latest that we're tracking, these are live visuals. Several police personnel have also been deployed. These are members of the CPIM as well as BJP councillors. A protest erupted there at the Thiruvananthapuram Corporation, in fact turning it into a very loud clash, a big clash between the BJP councillors and members of the CPIM from Thiruvananthapuram. That's happening right now outside of the Thiruvananthapuram Corporation, where the members of the Left Democratic Front has protest. And this was a protest that was at the corporation, and it has now turned into a very escalating quickly into a protest between the BJP councillors and the CPIM members. We are tracking more details into this, into what led the clash that took place right now, and we are getting more getting more information on this as well. And these are live visuals that we're tracking. We are seeing several media persons as well, and various police personnel are also deployed trying to break away the escalation that took place between the members of the BJP councillors and the CPIM. And this was, as we are tracking right now, the details that we have is took place at Thiruvananthapuram Corporation, where a protest from the Left Democratic Front, in fact, turned into a violent clash. And so far, we don't have any reports of any injuries or casualties, but this is with regards to the Thiruvananthapuram Corporation, where a protest escalated quickly into a big clash, and now several police personnel have also been deployed to break away. And we are tracking all of the details on this and to what led to this clash, and what was the demands that was raised, and what was the contentious point. And we are seeing members raising their fist as well at the other side, and this looks like a heated exchange between the two parties. And we're seeing some of the members pointing fingers at the police personnel as well. Now I am joined by my colleague Shankar on the phone line, who has more details on this and more information. Shankar, if you can tell us what led to this clash, what was this about? We are getting reports of various police personnel also deployed. A clash broke out between BJP councillors and CPIM. Tell us more on this.
Yes, this issue is associated with the recent High Court order which came yesterday, and the order was saying the order can quashed and made nullified all the oaths which were taken by the BJP councillors while achieving power in the Thiruvananthapuram Municipal Corporation. As you know, Thiruvananthapuram Municipal Corporation is so significant in the political landscape of Kerala. As you know, it is the first ever municipal corporation ever seized ruling by the BJP in the state. And last year, the BJP councillors took oath after coming to power and assumed the charge in the municipal corporation. And then days later, the CPM councillors approached the High Court demanding to quash the oaths which were taken by the BJP councillors by stating that the councillors took oath in the name of some Hindu religious group.
Right, that's right. Thank you so much for all of those information, Shankar, and we will get back to you for more updates on this. And right now, we're quickly shifting focus to more stories that we are tracking on the forgery row with the Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann's alleged sacrilege video. And now Republic has, in fact, been on the trail of the labs that created the reports, the forged reports, and that was attempt to clear Bhagwant Mann from the sacrilege video. And the Republic, in fact, went on the ground, and the report has now confirmed the Cipher Sentinel, which is, in fact, mentioned as the lab that procured, that gave the forged report, was a non-existent lab. A ghost lab was created to give reports, to give a clinch it to Bhagwant Mann. The cover-up extent that has been gone to cover up the whole video. Just moments ago, the Punjab Chief Minister held a press conference giving many other new visuals as well, denying that the man in the video was not him. In fact, the Republic has been on the trail of the labs that was mentioned on the forged report, and we are getting that this Cyber Sentinel, this lab was mentioned, and one of the other two labs was mentioned. One of them, the Cipher Sentinel, was a non-existent lab. It did not exist. It was a ghost lab. In fact, it was created to give a clinch it, to create reports, to give a clinch it to Bhagwant Mann. The Republic report now has confirmed that Cipher Sentinel lab does not exist. Now, Republic has been on the ground. We have a ground report on this, a complete breakdown, a big story on this. Let's listen into the full ground report.
With the ongoing Bhagwant Mann controversy, Republic has been actively working on the case and investigating various aspects of the case to make sure that we bring the latest updates and what is the truth with you. Now, I am right now standing at Vijay Chowk. Here on my left hand side there is a parliament. But why am I standing here? Now, as per the investigating agencies, after knowing that allegedly there were employees from two private labs, Sentinel Lab and Cyberyan Lab, two labs who were coerced into producing a predetermined forged clean chit report to exonerate the CM Bhagwant Mann. Now I'm showing you the website of one of those cyber labs. This is a Cypher Sentinel. This is the website, this entire website of one of those labs from whom one of the employees was coerced into producing a predetermined clean chit report. And I'm showing you the location. See, there's a vague address, New Delhi, India. We tried going to this map situation here. We will open it, and this is exactly the location which is showing as the office. But we are standing at the same location. You can see there is absolutely no cyber office. There is no lab. There is no digital lab. There's only this. One of the prime locations, by the way, to add that in your own website and to say that we have our office here. This is the parliament. Once again, I'm going to show you that is the parliament right there. The various buildings, one of the central Delhi, one of the prime places in central Delhi, and this is shown as the location. So that is the situation of one lab.
Well, not just that, we have more on this story and latest developments. And our Republic on the trail of the Sacrilege cover-up team. Republic report has confirmed that, in fact, a meeting took place at the Gurugram hotel. Now, Hotel Crown Plaza video has now confirmed with the authenticated video of the CCTV. Top officials from Punjab, in fact, met forensic fixers at the Gurugram hotel in Crown Plaza. These are the visuals that we have accessed, where the top officials of the Punjab government met with some of the forensic fixes in order to forge the report, in order to give a clean chit and exonerate the Punjab Chief Minister, where he once again alleges and claims that the video was not him. Why go at such great lengths to cover up a video if the man on the video was not him? Now Republic has been on the ground as well, where apparently the report was made from a particular lab which was non-existent, and now Republic report has confirmed that in fact a meeting also took place at the hotel, where at the Crown Plaza. There are CCTV footage which is authentic, which has been authenticated. Top officials from the Punjab government met forensic fixes. These are visuals, CCTV visuals that we have tracked at the Gurugram Hotel at Crown Plaza, where the top officials of the Punjab government met with forensic fixes in order to attempt the cover-up of the video of the Sacrilege video of the Punjab Chief Minister. We're now joined by my colleague Saurav, who has more details on this. Saurav, tell us more and break down on the story that we are now getting reports that in fact a meeting took place. We also have the CCTV visuals of that. We are getting reports that top officials of the Punjab government met with forensic fixes who have been influenced to make many edits on the forensic lab, on the forensic report of the video. Tell us more on this, Saurav.
Yes, Amrita, Republic has accessed the now the CCTV footage from that same location where the meeting took place between the Punjab government senior officials, moreover the CP of Ludhiana, Swapan Sharma, and the exact location was present at the Crown Plaza Hotel situated in Gurgaon, and this meeting took place at a G floor cafe which is present inside the hotel of the Crown Plaza. It is present on the basement floor of the Crown Plaza, and Republic has now accessed it, and this footage confirms that the place which is seen in the viral video, where several Punjab senior officials and Jaspreet, the complainant in this case, can be seen meeting on the evening of June 15th. This video confirms that that place is situated in Crown Plaza Hotel of Gurgaon. And apart from this, the sources, highly placed sources at the Crown Plaza Hotel has also confirmed that the registration card which was accessed by the Republic TV, that registration card is original, and the DIG of Ludhiana, Swapan Sharma, was very much present at the hotel on June 15th, and he has rented a room which number is 3004, and he was staying at this hotel. He arrived at this hotel at nearly 9:47 in the evening, and the meeting took place on June 16th, which we are talking about, and that meeting is the epicenter of this whole scam which took place, where rupees 10 lakh was allegedly exchanged between the Punjab government officials and Jaspreet, who is the complainant. I again tell you that after taking the bribe of rupees 10 lakh rupees, Jaspreet contacted both Arun and Ankit, who is the main accused in this case, Amrita.
Right, Saurav, I request you to continue to stay with us. We also have a guest joining us on the broadcast, Mr. Fatehjung Singh Bajwa, who is the Vice President of the BJP of Punjab. Thank you so much for joining us, and we would like your comments on this. Just moments ago, the Punjab Chief Minister have also held a press conference where he also released 2 more videos saying that the man in the Sacrilege video was not him. In fact, Republic was on the ground to verify if the lab that was used to make the report and to verify if it was there, and found that it was a ghost lab. So this was a very great length. The Punjab Chief Minister and the Punjab government has gone to great lengths to cover up the Sacrilege video, while also saying that the man in the video was not him. What's your comments on that?
Good afternoon, Amrita. It is very unfortunate that the Chief Minister of Punjab, Bhagwant Mann, has driven our Akal, Takht, our supreme body, into alleging them that the Jathedar is speaking the language of Akali Dal or something. You see, what was the need? If it wasn't Bhagwant Mann, the Chief Minister, what was the need that he had to send the Commissioner Ludhiana, Swapan Sharma, to Gurugram to ask that to get a wrong report being manufactured from the people, and the statement was there, the FIR took place, and those people admitted that 10 lakh rupees was paid to cover up that this wasn't Bhagwant Mann. 1,200 poses were taken, and this person was some other actor or some other person. You see, the thing is that the entire diaspora, the Sikh diaspora, across the world, not only in Punjab, is feeling very hurt that if we get this kind of a Chief Minister, who's been, first of all, they made a law against sacrilege, and now he is doing that kind of a, beadbi, then how can he go scot-free from the case not being registered against him? And now that the Commissioner Police and another SP, Jaspreet or whatever his name is, getting involved, that means the cases should be registered against them also. They are also part of the whole thing. I mean, look, if he's saying no, some people have made the mask and they were doing, अरे भाई, now you're saying भाई अरविंद केजरीवाल का भी मास्क है, तो इनका मास्क होगा तो फिर राघव चड्ढा का भी बना होगा, दूसरों का भी बना होगा.
Right, Mr. Bajwa, I request you to stay on with us, and we also have more updates coming in at the moment. The ACP crime branch of Gurugram also said that on the complaint of Jaspreet, the complainant, that police have in fact taken action. Now, as per reports, Ankit works with the NIA on a contractual basis. Now, we are discovering an NIA link with one of the forensic fixers. Now, they're not affiliated with any kind of forensic lab. Jaspreet also told police that he was being pressurized by the Punjab government officials. Jaspreet got a bribe of rupees 10 lakh from the Punjab government officials. Now, they have threatened him to create fake reports. This deal was being done in a hotel situated in Gurugram after a meeting. And they were both working in a government offices of contractual basis. They were not authorized by the government to create such reports. Now, we also have a bite of the ECP. Let's listen into that.
देखिए, इसमें जसप्रीत नाम के व्यक्ति ने शिकायत दी थी गुड़गांव पुलिस को कि उसको कुछ पंजाब के अधिकारियों द्वारा कॉल किया गया, उस पर दबाव बनाया गया, कोई वीडियो वायरल के संबंध में उनको रिपोर्ट चाहिए थी, जो कि जसप्रीत से संपर्क किया गया और उसको धमकी जो कि कंप्लेंट में उसने आरोप लगाए हैं कि धमकी भी दी गई है उस पर और उसको पैसे भी दिए गए हैं, जो कि इसमें 10 लाख रुपए उसको दिए गए थे, जो उसने अपने अकाउंट्स में अलग अलग अकाउंट्स में जमा कराए हैं। हमने अकाउंट्स भी फ्रीज करा दिए गए हैं। और आगे उसने अंकित और अरुण इनसे संपर्क किया, जो कि उन्होंने रिपोर्ट्स दी किसी लैब के नाम से, साइबर लैब के नाम से, लेकिन ये लोग दोनों किसी अलग अलग सरकारी दफ्तर में कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल बेस पे काम करते हैं। इनको कोई अथॉरिटी नहीं थी वो रिपोर्ट देने की, तो इन्होंने उसको जो रिपोर्ट्स दी हैं वो फेक रिपोर्ट्स बनाई हैं। उसमें अंकित को जसप्रीत की तरफ से 50,000 रुपये भी दिए गए हैं, जो कि उसके अकाउंट में जमा कराए हैं। तो ये मामला, इसमें इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रही है। इन दोनों लोगों को गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया था गुड़गांव पुलिस की तरफ से।
Now, viewers, shifting focus at a time when political poaching of the MPs from Shiv Sena Takht faction had become a major issue in the state, the Chief Minister, who had maintained complete silence on the developments, surprised many on the eve of the Legislative Assembly session with a significant statement. He remarked that the operation had been successful and the patient was completely healthy, so there was no need for anyone to worry. This was the first time that the Chief Minister openly commented on this entire episode. While Operation Tiger had already been planned, there was uncertainty over whether the MPs should be inducted into the BJP or the Shiv Sena. It was for this reason that the Chief Minister had remained silent on the matter. Now, discussions regarding the induction of the MPs had begun soon after the Assembly election results were declared. However, in the January of 2026, the BJP's central leadership began seriously deliberating on the issue. Prior to this, Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde had reportedly met the BJP leadership at least 5 times in an effort to facilitate the defection of the MPs. However, no decision could be reached on whether the MPs should join the BJP or the Shiv Sena. While most of the MPs were keen on joining the BJP, reliable sources indicate that Devendra Fadnavis maintained that the MPs should be inducted into the Shiv Sena. Several meetings were held between Fadnavis and the central leadership regarding this issue. Now, after extensive deliberations on whether the MPs should join the Shiv Sena or the BJP central leadership gave Eknath Shinde the green signal for Operation Tiger in April. Shinde succeeded in bringing 5 MPs to his side. At the same time, political defections involving Trinamool Congress MLAs and MPs were at their peak in West Bengal. The BJP central leadership began making inquiries with Fadnavis. However, the numbers of MPs was not increasing beyond 5. Eventually, the responsibility of securing the required strength was entrusted to Fadnavis. The Chief Minister personally contacted the 6th MP and succeeded in persuading him. Fadnavis reportedly assured the MP that he would take responsibility for his political future, thereby resolving the deadlock. Now, developments gathered momentum during the second week of June and Operation Tiger reached its conclusion. 6 MPs traveled to Delhi and submitted a letter to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, delivering what was described as the final blow to the Thakre faction. And now slipping into a very short break, but we'll be right back with you with more stories on the other side. Coming up next, a controversial video emerges from Ujjain. Car blown up during Muharram procession in Ujjain. Coming up next.
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाई जीरा से MTH का जल जीरा जीरा से
असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा,
So please settle down now for a day of powerful conversations, extraordinary stories, and defining perspectives. Because the Republic Summit is not merely a forum to discuss India's future, it is a front row seat to the people, ideas, and institutions that are helping build it. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Republic Summit 2026. Welcome to Great Power India, Nation First. I'd like to now invite Republic Media Network's founder and editor-in-chief, Mr. Arnab Goswami, along with Shri Rakesh Agarwal, IG CRPF, Shri Ashok Kumar, Commandant 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, and Sub-Inspector Rudresh Singh, 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, to please come up on stage to light the ceremonial lamp. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as they come up. These are the people on the ground who've earned their accolades, as we request them to please move towards the ceremonial lamp and light it. A final round of applause as Arnab adds his brilliance to the event. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we have our brave security personnel whose courage and commitment have safeguarded the nation's journey and transformed a belt which has been a no-go area for decades. For years, they have fought a difficult battle in some of the country's most challenging terrain, displaying extraordinary courage and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you a short intro to their remarkable story on how they wiped out Maoist terror.
Armed forces at the borders. You know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrors are only a fraction of that.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है? आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट, स्वाद बनाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है, स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और फरसान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
armed forces at the borders, you know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrorists are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700, right? In the case of, and my question is, you can take it, Rakesh sir. And
from Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Good evening, viewers. You're watching Live and Breaking, and I'm Rakshita Mishra. Let's get started with the top story that we're tracking for you. Controversial video emerges from Ujjain, car blown up during Muharram procession in Ujjain. Back-to-back powerful earthquake jolts Venezuela airport, and several organizations, several schools closed. Thousands feared dead after twin earthquakes jolt Venezuela. Major controversy as Nawaz Malik's daughter and NCP MLA Sana Malik bat for polygamy in India. Shocking case of conversion in Rajasthan's Kota. Hindu women allegedly targeted for religious conversion. Terror plot targeting Ayodhya Ram Mandir foiled after another arrest. WhatsApp audio clips recovered. Rahul Gandhi expresses regret in defamation case filed by Shivraj Singh Chauhan's son. It was a sensational incident involving the explosion of a car, or rather the display of a suicide attack during Muharram procession in Barnagar of Ujjain, near Ujjain, has come to light, and this has sparked a massive controversy after videos and photos of the event went viral. Several have objected to this public display of a suicide attack, a mock terror attack. And police have now swung into action, initiating an investigation into the matter. This comes on the night of 23rd of June, when a Muharram procession was taken out from the Adan neighborhood of Barnagar. And amidst a large crowd, a car was seen hanging from a crane. This was a van which explodes. It was laden with explosives, fireworks, and about 40 feet into the air. Using a crane, it was blown up. You can see that on your screens. Security agencies were alerted after the video went viral. Footage also shows there are individuals waving red flags. And there's another one you can see where this is sort of an effigy hanging upside down. Another public attack, mockery or mock attack. And following this these alarming scenes that surfaced, security agencies in fact have swung into action. Barnagar police says that they will take action, and these are the visuals that have come to the fore. Multiple reactions also, viewers, have been coming in on this, including the additional SP speaking on the matter. Listen in.
देखिए, आपने रात में सोशल मीडिया के माध्यम से सारे फोटो देखे ही होंगे। बड़नगर में एक बहुत बड़ी घटना हुई है। ये क्रम विगत 5 दिनों से तो चला आ रहा था। महाकाल थाना में भी 2 बार ऐसा घटनाक्रम हुआ जिसमें लाठीचार्ज हुआ, आपस में लड़े, जिन पर महाकाल थाना प्रभारी ने कार्रवाई करी। लेकिन ये घटना छोटी नहीं है बड़नगर वाली। आप देखेंगे 40 फीट ऊपर एक बड़ी क्रेन से एक वेन को चढ़ा दिया जाता है, उस पर कुछ लोग ऊपर चढ़ते भी हैं। आपत्तिजनक पोस्टर उस पर कई प्रकार के लगे हुए हैं। आप जब फोटो को जूम करेंगे तो आपको क्लियर स्पष्ट दिखेगा। इतना सारा बारूद जब इतनी जोर से विस्फोट हुआ, कांच फूटे, कोई अप्रिय घटना भी हो सकती, क्योंकि हजारों की तादाद में वह संख्या चौराहे पे उपलब्ध थी। आप देखेंगे कि ये क्रम विगत 5 सालों से चला आ रहा है, भले महतपुर हो, बड़नगर हो, उज्जैन का बेगम बाग हो, या फाजलपुरा हो, या खजूर वाली मस्जिद हो, हर साल मोहर्रम पे कोई ना कोई बड़ी घटना होती है। पर हाँ, इसका स्थान बदल दिया जाता है। इस बार एपिक सेंटर बड़नगर है। आप देखेंगे इतना बड़ा विस्फोटक वहाँ पे कैसे आया। छोटे से छोटे त्यौहार हो या कोई पर्व हो, हमें परमिशन लेना होती है। अगर परमिशन नहीं मिलती जिला प्रशासन से तो हमको कार्यक्रम नहीं करने दिया जाता है।
And we also have reactions coming in from Karandeep Singh, additional SP of Barnagar Police. Listen in.
जैसे कि आपने बताया, कल बड़नगर की एक घटना है जिसमें एक गाड़ी जो है क्रेन से लटकी हुई दिख रही है, जिसमें कुछ विस्फोट हुआ है। और ये पता चला है कि इसमें जो आरोपी शोएब पिता गब्बू खान निवासी अडान मोहल्ला जो है, वहाँ का ये सारा मामला है। उसके विरुद्ध अभी FIR पंजीबद्ध की जा रही है। धारा 185, 287 और 285 BNS के तहत अपराध पंजीबद्ध किया जा रहा है, तुरंत आरोपी को गिरफ्तार करके। इसके अलावा जो क्रेन का मालिक है गोपाल माली जी, उनको भी गिरफ्तार करके हम हिरासत में लेंगे।
So reaction coming in from BJP viewers. Pankaj Chaturvedi has reacted to the matter. Take a listen in.
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार में इस मध्य प्रदेश में और देश में किसी प्रकार के अराजक तत्वों के लिए कोई स्थान शेष नहीं है। हमने नक्सलवाद के आतंकवादी, सिमी के आतंकवादी, बांग्लादेशी आतंकवादी, उनके नेटवर्क तक को ध्वस्त और नष्ट कर दिया। तो ये लोग क्या है? मैं चुनौतीपूर्वक कहता हूँ ऐसे अराजक और आतंकी तत्वों से कि मध्य प्रदेश की धरती पर आपके लिए कोई स्थान शेष नहीं है। पुलिस ने इस मामले में कड़ी कार्रवाई करी है, तुरंत FIR पंजीबद्ध की गई, गिरफ्तारी की गई। और हमारा प्रयास है कि मध्य प्रदेश शांति का टापू बना रहे। और ऐसे लोग जो मध्य प्रदेश का वातावरण खराब करना चाहते हैं, उनको सख्त संदेश है कि भाजपा की मोहन यादव की सरकार है, घर में घुसकर आतंकवादियों को बख्शेंगे नहीं, वहां जाकर तक ठोकेंगे।
Now viewers, Venezuela was rocked by a massive earthquake that in fact the tremors continued for 3 hours. And while all this was being captured in the news, Trump made no mention of the disaster. Instead, he focused on praising the US military operation that was that captured Nicolas Maduro. And he later broke the silence on Truth Social, expressing condolences and offering US assistance. Now these viewers, 2 back-to-back earthquakes that struck Venezuela have caused significant damage, and the death toll could rise to thousands, we are told. Take a look at this report.
Hermano, no, fuera más peligroso, hermano. Morón.
As Venezuela suffers through 2 deadly earthquakes, President Donald Trump made no mention of the devastating earthquakes during his high-profile rally in Washington. The earthquakes had struck nearly 3 hours before Trump took the stage, yet the president focused solely on praising the U.S. military's past operation that captured Nicolas Maduro.
1 week, Iran was essentially finished. In 1 hour, Venezuela was finished. And I guess we have other things in store, but we don't want to get carried away. Recruitment for every branch of our armed forces, so importantly, is setting records. 18 months ago, we had shortages, and now we have waiting lists. We couldn't get people to join the military. None of them, none of the branches. They were all dying to get people. They couldn't. Then the thing happened on November 5th. It's called a great election victory. And the spirit in this country is like from a different planet from what it was a year and a half ago. In a flawless and breathtaking operation earlier this year, America's armed forces captured the outlaw dictator of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, and brought him back to face American justice. One of the great military raids in history, if you remember.
Trump later broke his silence on Truth Social.
The 2 major earthquakes that just hit the great people of Venezuela are both massive in scale and have left a devastating number of deaths. The USA stands ready, willing, and able to help.
Senior Republicans also issued statements of support.
The U.S. stands with the Venezuelan people in the aftermath of this evening's devastating earthquakes. We're in touch with the authorities and mobilizing assistance.
Two powerful back-to-back earthquakes, a 7.1 and a much stronger 7.5 magnitude, struck the country on 24th June. Acting President Delcy Rodriguez declared a state of emergency across the country.
A esta hora tenemos reportes de 32 fallecidos, sin contar aún con las cifras que pueda arrojar el estado La Guaira, y más de 700 heridos que hemos estado recibiendo en emergencia tanto de hospitales públicos como de centros de salud privados. He sostenido contacto con el gobierno de Qatar, quien ya está preparando una brigada de rescatistas que llegarán mañana a Venezuela. Debo informar que el estado más afectado por este inédito fenómeno sísmico es el estado La Guaira. Hay decenas de edificios colapsados y estamos en este momento en labores muy arduas de rescate para salvar las vidas que Dios nos permita salvar. Igualmente quiero decir que es una verdadera tragedia. Desde acá, nuestro mensaje de solidaridad y a aquellas familias que han perdido seres queridos, ratificarles nuestras condolencias, nuestro acompañamiento en estas horas tan duras.
¡No puede ser! ¡No puede ser, Antonio! ¡Antonio, necesito ver! ¡Necesito ver!
Señorita, por favor, de aquel lado.
We are breaking news coming in right now. Republic TV has accessed the footage of the day when Sia and Ketan were at the coffee shop before Ketan's murder. We have accessed the CCTV footage from the coffee shop. Sia, Ketan visiting the coffee shop allegedly before the murder, to plan the murder allegedly. And this is the visual that we're going to play exclusively. Republic TV accessing the footage, CCTV evidence day before murder. Sia Goel and Ketan Chaudhary, alleged boyfriend of Sia, who is also arrested in the case of murder of Ketan Agarwal. And you have this visual. You can see this CCTV on top. This is said to be a cafe in Pune, and Republic TV has accessed the footage, and we are trying to get you more details on that. Sia and Ketan visiting the coffee shop just a day before murder allegedly. That this is Ketan and Sia meeting in the cafe, and what was being alleged was that they met here for planning this murder in the fort, and we're getting those visuals coming in. So one by one we see this entire plot being uncovered, and we see that multiple evidences have now emerged in this case of murder of young Ketan Agarwal, and we'll just get you more details. This is from Pune, where Sia is allegedly seen, Sia with Ketan Chaudhary, and there's a 40-minute CCTV trail. Sia has been changing her versions. She has been contradicting her statements as well, and the probe intensified thereafter. The CCTV footage, the digital records have all raised doubts that this was not an accident but a murder. Probe has widened around the inconsistencies, the possible coordination, and the unclear timeline. Revti is joining us live on the broadcast. For more, Revti, tell us more details about this video that plays an important part in as far as an evidence is concerned, from the evidence point of view is concerned. Revti. Revti, can you hear me? All right, we will try and reconnect with our...
Yes,
Go ahead.
Yeah, so now currently I am at that very cafe where this Sia Goel and Chetan Chaudhary on 17th of June, they planned everything. On 18th of June, they executed it. This is the very cafe in Lullanagar, in Pune's Lullanagar. This is the very cafe I'm showing you right now where the all planning was executed. In the CCTV, we can see that Chetan Chaudhary and Sia Goel were sitting in this very cafe, which is a Third Wave Coffee's franchisee here in Pune's Lullanagar. These are the visuals we can see on Republic right now. This is the very cafe. On 17th of June, Republic was the first one to bring up this fact that on 17th of June they planned this in a local cafe in Pune, and this is the very cafe which where they planned everything. And according to the information received by the police sources, it indicates that they used to frequently visit here. And let me highlight you the very fact that if we check on Google Maps, Chetan Chaudhary's residence is just 4 to 5 kilometers away from this particular location. They used to meet here is what we are getting to know from the sources. As we can see, the police have also entered this cafe and the further investigation in this matter is underway. This is the very cafe on 17th of June where Sia Goel and Chetan Chaudhary planned everything. In the CCTV footage, we can see that these two were talking over a coffee on the table in this very cafe. This is in Pune's Lullanagar. We can see right now. Over to you.
Absolutely, and there are multiple contradictions that have also come in during the investigation, during the questioning also, Revati, where Sia had changed her version a couple of times, and even the chain of events, the sequence of events also have been contradicting, and that the couple had been taking photographs, and when did they meet, what did they do throughout the day, before the trek, during the trek, that all has raised several questions which also exposed to a conspiracy, that point towards a conspiracy, isn't it, Revati?
Right, as you rightly mentioned, there are many versions, but as of now, what we have got to know according to our sources that these two, Sia Goel and her alleged lover Chetan Chaudhary, met at a Diwali party arranged for traders in Pune by APMC market, and so there they met and they started frequently meeting. This cafe is one of the place where they used to meet. And also, not only this cafe, but they used to meet at several points, and they also went to trips. One of the location is Goa and other is undisclosed, and that's how their friendship turned into love. And then Ketan Agarwal, who was Sia Goel's fiance, he became a barrier, and then she decided to push him off the cliff and to plan and execute the exact plan. This is the very place you can see. This is the very place you can see where all was planned. Now we are looking at that very cafe where on 17th of June where everything was executed. Over to you.
All right, many thanks joining us there, Revati, with details coming in from Pune and exclusive inputs also from the cafe where allegedly this murder was plotted. You can see that visual on your screens, Sia and Chetan Chaudhary there allegedly in this video. And we continue to bring you more details. In fact, I'll go back to Revati once again on this because Sia Goel and Chetan, when they are in custody right now, even the parents have made several claims, Revati. If you could just shed some more light on that, because there were doubts allegedly that were in the mind of Ketan also. He had also raised some questions about Sia and posed those questions before his father as well.
Right, on Republic, we exclusively saw the details, the statements of Ketan Agarwal's father, which is recorded with the police. And that very statement, mind you, that very statement states that Ketan Agarwal said that her phone was usually busy. Why is her phone constantly busy? And when he asked her about that, she would answer that it's my friends I'm talking with. And later also, Ketan asked his father that did you do a background check before setting up this arranged marriage setup? Also, to which his father replied that don't worry, this is arranged by, or this family is known by your maternal uncle, so don't you worry about that. Not once but thrice he asked about it. And later he also said, I am saying this with very responsibility, that Ketan stated that from last 1 month Sia is being weird. This is the very statement mentioned in the police records by Ketan Agarwal's father. So now, why was she being weird? Was this planned way before than we think? This is the matter of investigation as of now. But also, the Goyal family is nowhere to be traced. Today, Republic also went to their shops in APMC market, but they were shut. And when we tried to speak to Surendra Goyal, who is uncle of Sia Goyal, he also said, Hamara unse koi wasta nahi. We don't have any ties with them. So he denied to speak. And also, when we went to the shop, the nearbys, the neighbors said that, claimed that the shop is shut since 5 days. So Goyal family is not traced. But yes, Agarwals are on, they are firm on their stand that yes, it is a murder and not an accident. And the investigation is underway by this very stance only. Right. Over to you.
Right, many thanks, Revati, for joining us with details coming in on that story. We will shift our focus now to other stories. And at a time, when political poaching or MPs from Shiv Sena's Takht faction, that is the UBT, had become a major issue in the state, the Chief Minister, who had maintained complete silence on the developments, surprised many on the eve of the Legislative Assembly session with a significant statement. He remarked that the operation had been successful and the patient was completely healthy, so there was no need for anyone to worry. This was the first time that the Chief Minister openly commented on the entire episode. While Operation Tiger had already been planned, there was uncertainty over whether the MPs should be inducted into the BJP or the Shiv Sena, led by Eknath Shinde. It was for this reason that Chief Minister had remained silent on the matter. Discussions regarding the induction of MPs had begun soon after the Assembly election results were declared. However, in January 2026, the BJP central leadership began seriously deliberating on the issue. Prior to this, Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde had reportedly met the BJP leadership at least 5 times in an effort to facilitate the defection of MPs. However, no decision could be reached on whether the MPs should join the BJP or the Shiv Sena. While most of the MPs were keen on joining the BJP, reliable sources indicate that Devendra Fadnavis maintained that the MPs should be inducted into the Shiv Sena. Several meetings were held between Fadnavis and the central leadership regarding this issue. After extensive deliberations on whether the MPs should join the Shiv Sena or the BJP central leadership gave Eknath Shinde the green signal for Operation Tiger in April. Shinde succeeded in bringing 5 MPs to his side. At the same time, political defections involving Trinamool Congress MLAs and MPs were at their peak in West Bengal. The BJP central leadership began making inquiries with Fadnavis. However, the number of MPs was not increasing beyond 5. Eventually, the responsibility of securing the required strength was entrusted to Fadnavis. The Chief Minister personally contacted the 6th MP and succeeded in persuading him. Now, Fadnavis reportedly assured the MP that he would take responsibility for his political future, thereby resolving the deadlock. Developments gathered momentum during the second week of June, and Operation Tiger reached its conclusion. 6 MPs travelled to Delhi and submitted a letter to the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, delivering what was described as the final blow to the Takht faction. Time now for a short break, viewers, but on the other side, we continue to bring you stories from across the country. The controversial video from Ujjain making news and now a matter of investigation.
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाए जीरा से MDH का जलजीरा जीरे से
जीरा सिप असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MDH
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
So please settle down now for a day of powerful conversations, extraordinary stories, and defining perspectives. Because the Republic Summit is not merely a forum to discuss India's future, it is a front row seat to the people, ideas, and institutions that are helping build it. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Republic Summit 2026. Welcome to Great Power India, Nation First. I'd like to now invite Republic Media Network's founder and editor-in-chief, Mr. Arnab Goswami, along with Shri Rakesh Agarwal, IG CRPF, Shri Ashok Kumar, Commandant 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, and Sub-Inspector Rudresh Singh, 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, to please come up on stage to light the ceremonial lamp. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as they come up. These are the people on the ground who've earned their accolades, as we request them to please move towards the ceremonial lamp and light it. A final round of applause as Arnab adds his brilliance to the event. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we have our brave security personnel whose courage and commitment have safeguarded the nation's journey and transformed a belt which has been a no-go area for decades. For years, they have fought a difficult battle in some of the country's most challenging terrain, displaying extraordinary courage and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you a short intro to their remarkable story on how they wiped out Maoist terror.
Armed forces at the borders, you know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrors are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700, right? In the case of, and my question is, you can take it, Rakesh sir, and then Ashok ji and Rudresh can take, 30 seconds. When you don't know who the enemy is, who's funding the enemy? Because the enemy is right next to you. The enemy is getting money from somewhere else. The enemy is pumping in money to Maoists to fight our forces. So how deal with that? So we refer to some of these people as urban Naxals. They could be anywhere, they could be around you. How do you deal with urban Naxals?
I would like to say, एक जनरल परसेप्शन है कि गरीबी की वजह से नक्सलिज्म पनपता है, बट मैं कहूँगा कि जो हम लोगों ने स्टडी की है और जो हम लोगों का एक्सपीरियंस है कि गरीबी का जो कारण, नक्सलिज्म का जो कारण है वो गरीबी नहीं है, बल्कि क्योंकि नक्सलिज्म वहाँ पैदा हो गया, इसकी वजह से वो उन एरियाज़ का डेवलपमेंट ही नहीं हो पाया और वो एरिया गरीबी में और डेवलपमेंट में पिछड़ते गए। जो नक्सलिज्म में वो उन एरिया में ज़्यादा फैला जहाँ पे कि टेरेन डिफ़िकल्ट थी, जंगल्स थे जहाँ पर सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस और गवर्नमेंट की रीच नहीं हो सकती थी, तो उनके डेवलपमेंट की जो स्टेज थी वो वैसे ही थोड़ी कम थी। और जब वहाँ नक्सल ने अपना गढ़ बना लिया तो उन्होंने वहाँ फिर डेवलपमेंट होने ही नहीं दिया कि अब तो यहाँ पे हमारा राज चलेगा और यहाँ पर कैसे फंड्स इकट्ठा करना है वो हम लोग देखेंगे, यहाँ डेवलपमेंट हमने नहीं होने देना है। और जो छोटा मोटा वहाँ डेवलपमेंट हुआ था, कोई स्कूल बने थे, कोई हॉस्पिटल बने थे, कोई रोड्स बनी थी, कोई ब्रिज बने थे, कोई रेलवे ट्रैक बने हुए थे, उन्होंने नक्सलियों ने
A very good afternoon, viewers. You're watching Live and Breaking on Republic. I'm Chongtham Amrita, and Republic has in its focus story accessed and went on the ground on the lab reports, where the lab reports was made on the Bhagwant Mann Sacrilege video. Now, on the ground report, the location that was given for the lab report, the cipher center, did not even exist on map. These are some of the latest that we are tracking and more. But first, take a look at the headlines. Controversial video emerges from Ujjain, car blown up during Muharram procession in Ujjain. Back-to-back powerful earthquake jolt Venezuela, airport classes have been closed. Thousands feared death after twin earthquakes jolt Venezuela. Major controversy as Nawab Malik's daughter and NCP MLA Sana Malik bats for polygamy in India. Shocking case of conversion in Kota, several Hindu women allegedly targeted for religious conversion. Terror plot targeting Ayodhya Ram Mandir foiled after arrest. WhatsApp audio clips recovered. Rahul Gandhi expresses regret in defamation case filed by Shivraj Singh Chauhan's son. Now, viewers, we move on to a very big story that's coming in from Ujjain. A sensational incident involving the explosion of a car during a Muharram procession in Badnagar near Ujjain that has come to light. Now, after videos and photos of the event went viral, many people commented and objected to such a public explosion. Consequently, the police swung into action and initiated an investigation. On the night of June 23, a Muharram procession was taken out from the Adan neighborhood of Badnagar. Amidst a large crowd, a car was hoisted about 40 feet into the air using a crane and then blown up. Security agencies were alerted after the video of the incident went viral. The footage shows two individuals waving red flags just before the explosion. Following the alarm raised by security agencies regarding the explosives used, the Badnagar police have stated that they will take action on the matter by Thursday evening. These are some of the visuals. The first visual that we are showing you on your screens, this was the car that was hoisted 40 feet above, and it was used for explosion, and explosives were used and the car exploded. In the second visual, this is a mannequin. This is a mock public hanging. This was a mannequin that was used, that was hung upside down by its foot. And there, this showing a mock public hanging. This happened right during the Muharram procession out in the open in the streets. And in the third visual, these are some of the mock suicide blasts. And this have in fact raised the questions if the Muharram procession was a random procession, or was it a ritualistic behavior or a mock terror blast that was being done. We also have some reactions on this incident. Let's listen in.
देखिए, आपने रात में सोशल मीडिया के माध्यम से सारे फोटो देखे ही होंगे। बड़नगर में एक बहुत बड़ी घटना हुई है। ये क्रम विगत 5 दिनों से तो चला आ रहा था। महाकाल थाना में भी 2 बार ऐसा घटनाक्रम हुआ जिसमें लाठीचार्ज हुआ, आपस में लड़े, जिन पर महाकाल थाना प्रभारी ने कार्रवाई करी। लेकिन ये घटना छोटी नहीं है बड़नगर वाली। आप देखेंगे 40 फीट ऊपर एक बड़ी क्रेन से एक वेन को चढ़ा दिया जाता है, उस पर कुछ लोग ऊपर चढ़ते भी हैं। आपत्तिजनक पोस्टर उस पर कई प्रकार के लगे हुए हैं। आप जब वो फोटो को जूम करेंगे तो आपको क्लियर स्पष्ट दिखेगा। इतना सारा बारूद, जब इतनी जोर से विस्फोट हुआ, कांच फूटे, कोई अप्रिय घटना भी हो सकती, क्योंकि हजारों की तादाद में वह संख्या चौराहे पे उपलब्ध थी। आप देखेंगे कि ये क्रम विगत 5 सालों से चला आ रहा है। भले महतपुर हो, बड़नगर हो, उज्जैन का बेगम बाग हो, या फाजलपुरा हो, या खजूर वाली मस्जिद हो, हर साल मुहर्रम पे कोई ना कोई बड़ी घटना होती है। पर हाँ, इसका स्थान बदल दिया जाता है। इस बार एपिक सेंटर बड़नगर है। आप देखेंगे इतना बड़ा विस्फोटक वहाँ पे कैसे आया। छोटे से छोटे त्यौहार हों या कोई पर्व हो, हमें परमिशन लेना होती है। अगर परमिशन नहीं मिलती जिला प्रशासन से तो हमको कार्यक्रम नहीं करने दिया जाता है।
Now, the Ujjain police station have also released some footage, some statement on this incident. Let's listen into the statement that was given by the additional SP, Karandip Singh.
जैसे कि आपने बताया, कल बड़नगर की एक घटना है जिसमें एक गाड़ी जो है क्रेन से लटकी हुई दिख रही है, जिसमें कुछ विस्फोट हुआ है। और ये पता चला है कि इसमें जो आरोपी शोएब पिता गब्बू खान निवासी अडान मोहल्ला जो है, वहाँ का ये सारा मामला है। उसके विरुद्ध अभी FIR पंजीबद्ध की जा रही है। धारा 185, 287 और 285 BNS के तहत अपराध पंजीबद्ध किया जा रहा है, तुरंत आरोपी को गिरफ्तार करके। इसके अलावा जो क्रेन का मालिक है गोपाल माली जी, उनको भी गिरफ्तार करके हम हिरासत में लेंगे।
And also we have had some reactions from the BJP, where Pankaj Chaturvedi, a senior BJP leader, also made a statement and some remarks on this incident. Let's listen in.
देखिए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार में इस मध्य प्रदेश में और देश में किसी प्रकार के अराजक तत्वों के लिए कोई स्थान शेष नहीं है। हमने नक्सलवाद के आतंकवादी, सिमी के आतंकवादी, बांग्लादेशी आतंकवादी, उनके नेटवर्क तक को ध्वस्त और नष्ट कर दिया। तो ये लोग क्या है? मैं चुनौतीपूर्वक कहता हूं ऐसे अराजक और आतंकी तत्वों से कि मध्य प्रदेश की धरती पर।
And now, viewers, on this incident, in fact, Republic have confronted with OIC, the leader, and he refused to comment on the incident. He said the mock terror blast. He said that he does not have any details on the video, and this did not leave any more comment on that. Let's listen into the full statement and with interaction with Republic.
ये मुहर्रम में वीडियो एक बार देखिए, एक बार आपका ये जो रिएक्शन है मुहर्रम प्रोसेशन के टाइम पे, मुहर्रम प्रोसेशन के टाइम पे ब्लास्ट हुआ था। तो अगर आप ये कार में उज्जैन में मुहर्रम के प्रोसेशन के टाइम
कब हुआ ये?
कल 23rd नाइट को हुआ था। तो मुहर्रम प्रोसेशन चल रहा था उज्जैन में, तो ब्लास्ट हुआ।
मालूम मेरे को नहीं मालूम क्यों हुआ, क्या हुआ, क्या वजह से हुआ, पूछना पड़ेगा, फ़ोन करके पूछना पड़ेगा, मालूम करना पड़ेगा।
ये मुहर्रम में वीडियो एक बार देखिए, एक बार आपका ये जो रिएक्शन है मुहर्रम प्रोसेशन के टाइम पे मुहर्रम प्रोसेशन के टाइम पे कुछ ब्लास्ट हुआ था। तो अगर आप ये कार में उज्जैन में मुहर्रम के प्रोसेशन के टाइम
कब हुआ ये?
कल 23rd नाइट को हुआ था। तो मुहर्रम प्रोसेशन चल रहा था उज्जैन में, तो ब्लास्ट हुआ।
मालूम मैडम, मेरे को नहीं मालूम क्यों हुआ, क्या वजह से हुआ, मेरे को नहीं मालूम। पूछना पड़ेगा, फोन करके पूछना पड़ेगा, मालूम करना पड़ेगा।
And now shifting focus to another major story. Now, Republic has been on the trail of the labs that was created, the reports, and that in fact attempted to clear the name of Bhagwant Mann in the Sacrilege video. Republic report has now confirmed that one of the lab, the forensic lab that was named Cypher Sentinel, was a non-existent lab. Ghost Labs was created. They created fake reports to give a clean sheet to Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. In fact, Republic has went to the exact location that was listed as its location of the Cypher Sentinel, and now have found that the lab does not even exist. This after the Punjab Chief Minister made a press conference saying that the video was AI, was fake, and the man in the video was not him. They have also released a forged report. Evidence have in fact confirmed this, and he says that it was not him. While on the other hand, one of the lab reports, one of the forensic lab, Cypher Sentinel, and the Republic went on the ground to verify the lab and found that the location did not even exist. There was no building on the ground. In fact, it was a ghost lab. Ghost labs were used to create a fake report by coercing forensic experts to manipulate the end result to favor the Punjab Chief Minister, to give him in a better light. And these are some of the visuals that were shown by Bhagwant Mann in his latest press conference. Republic went on the ground to verify if these labs exist and found that in fact did not exist. This was ghost labs. Ghost labs were used to forge a forensic report on the video to say that the man in the video was not the Punjab Chief Minister. This is the latest in the Sacrilege video that we are tracking and as of now. Let us listen in and look at the complete ground report of the lab that was used to forge this report, which in fact turned out to be non-existent. Let's take a look.
As per the investigating agencies, after knowing that allegedly there were employees from two private labs, Sentinel Lab and Cyberyan Lab, two labs who were coerced into producing a predetermined forged clean sheet report to exonerate the CM Bhagwant Mann.
These are the latest that we're tracking, viewers. The visual that you're seeing on screen was released by the Punjab Chief Minister, saying that the man was not him. He even pointed out that the height does not match. The man in the video had a mask on, saying some of the claims. But in fact, on the other hand, one other lab that was used to forge a report did not even exist. These are the latest. In another breaking news that we have, Republic has been on the trail of the Sacrilege cover-up team. In fact, Republic report confirmed that a meeting in fact took place at the Gurugram hotel, the Hotel Crown Plaza. Video confirms that the CCTV footage was authentic, and top officials from the Punjab government in fact met forensic fixes at the Gurugram hotel at Crown Plaza. These are some of the latest visuals that we have accessed at Crown Plaza, where top officials of the Punjab government met with forensic fixes in order to manipulate and forge the forensic report of the video, the Sacrilege video. And this after the Republic has accessed the CCTV footage where top officials of the Punjab government met with forensic fixes at Crown Plaza. Republic has in fact accessed the hotel bill as well, where a room was in fact booked, and these are the latest that we're tracking on the trail of the Sacrilege cover-up team, where top officials of the Punjab government in fact met with forensic fixes at the Gurugram hotel. CCTV footage has been authenticated and have confirmed that top officials from the Punjab government met with the forensic fixes to in fact influence the end result of the forensic report. And even the forensic report was influenced on that. Right, we are now joined by my colleague Saurav to give us more details on this. Saurav, thank you so much for joining us. We are getting reports now that CCTV footage have also been accessed, showing that top officials have met and held a meeting with some of the forensic fixers, now showing and exposing that a big cover-up was attempted. And this even after we are getting reports that some of the labs did not even exist that was used to forge the reports. So this is a massive cover-up that was attempted, even using the government machinery as well. Saurav.
Yes, Amrita, Republic has exposed the failed attempts of the Punjab CM and the Aam Aadmi Party government to cover up this whole matter, that they are claimed that no such meeting took place in Gurugram. However, Republic has accessed the registration card of the Ludhiana Commissioner Swapan Sharma, who is also the DIG of Punjab. It shows that he was very much there on June 15 till June 16. In between both the days, the meeting took place in the very same hotel at Crown Plaza, which is situated in Gurugram. It states that during the time of meeting, when the complainant met the senior Punjab government officials at the Crown Plaza, Ludhiana Commissioner and the DIG of Punjab was very much present at that location, along with the Superintendent of Police, Jashandeep Gill. And this states that the meeting took place, both the senior officials of the Punjab government met the Jasprit, and they have assigned him the task to forge the reports of the forensic which was given to them from a forensic lab, so that the video which is doing round on social media telling that the Bhagwant Mann is present in that video, and he is committing basically a crime against the religion, his religion, against the Sikh religion. But this video has now exposed the major cover-up efforts of the Punjab government and the Aam Aadmi Party led Punjab government and Punjab CM Bhagwant Mann. However, apart from this, Republic has also went to the same spot where the meeting took place, and Republic has showed that Republic has showed the exact location where the meeting has taken place on June 16th, where Jasprit was assigned with the task, and rupees 10 lakh was exchanged as a bribe between the Punjab government officials and the Jasprit, who is the complainant in this whole matter. He has turned now hostile, and he has given a complaint to the Gurugram police against the Punjab government officials after they have threatened him because the reports which were accessed and forged by the associates of Jasprit, they were all fake. And Republic has also showed that both the labs which are involved in this
thank you
matter.
for all of those inputs. Saurav, now we have more breaking news coming in at the moment. The ACP of the crime branch of Gurugram has in fact said that the complainant, Jasprit, have after the complaint, police have taken action. The Republic have interacted with the ACP and also said that that Ankit, one of the co-accused, works with the NIA on contractual basis, that they are not affiliated with any kind of forensic lab. Now, Jasprit also told police that he was being pressurized by the Punjab government officials. Jasprit got a bribe of 10 lakh rupees from the Punjab government officials to manipulate the report. They have threatened him to create fake reports. Now, this deal was being done in the hotel that was situated in Gurugram. Now, after a meeting, they were both working in the government offices on a contractual basis, and they were also not authorized by the government to operate such reports. Let's listen in to the statement that was given by the ACP crime branch.
देखिए, इसमें जसप्रीत नाम के व्यक्ति ने शिकायत दी थी गुड़गांव पुलिस को कि उसको कुछ पंजाब के अधिकारियों द्वारा कॉल किया गया, उस पर दबाव बनाया गया, कोई वीडियो वायरल के संबंध में उनको रिपोर्ट चाहिए थी, जो कि जसप्रीत से संपर्क किया गया और उसको धमकी जो कि कंप्लेंट में उसने आरोप लगाए हैं कि धमकी भी दी गई है उस पर, और उसको पैसे भी दिए गए हैं, जो कि इसमें 10 लाख रुपए उसको दिए गए थे, जो उसने अपने अकाउंट्स में, अलग अलग अकाउंट्स में जमा कराए हैं। हमने अकाउंट्स भी फ्रीज करा दिए गए हैं। और आगे उसने अंकित और अरुण, इनसे संपर्क किया, जो कि उन्होंने रिपोर्ट्स दी किसी लैब के नाम से, साइबर लैब के नाम से, लेकिन ये लोग दोनों किसी अलग अलग सरकारी दफ्तर में कॉन्ट्रेक्चुअल बेस पे काम करते हैं। इनको कोई अथॉरिटी नहीं थी वो रिपोर्ट देने की, तो इन्होंने उसको जो रिपोर्ट्स दी हैं वो फेक रिपोर्ट्स बनाई हैं। उसमें अंकित को जसप्रीत की तरफ से 50,000 रुपये भी दिए गए हैं, जो कि उसके अकाउंट में जमा कराए हैं। तो ये मामला, इसमें इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रही है। इन दोनों लोगों को गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया था गुड़गांव पुलिस की तरफ से।
Now coming up after a very short break, controversial video emerges from Ujjain car blown up during Muharram procession in Ujjain. Coming up next.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा, मसाला
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे, केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार, विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच, लस्सी और छाछ।
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। अब बताओ, स्वाद आया?
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
Armed forces at the borders, you know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrors are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700, right? In the case of, and my question is, you can take it, Rakesh sir, and then Ashok ji and Rudresh can take, 30 seconds. When you don't know who the enemy is, who's funding the enemy? Because the enemy is right next to you. The enemy is getting money from somewhere else. The enemy is pumping in money to Maoists to fight our forces. So how do you deal with that? So we refer to some of these people as urban Naxals. They could be anywhere. They could be around you. How do you deal with urban Naxals?
I would like to say, एक जनरल परसेप्शन है कि गरीबी की वजह से नक्सलिज्म पनपता है, बट मैं कहूँगा कि जो हम लोगों ने स्टडी की है और जो हम लोगों का एक्सपीरियंस है कि गरीबी का जो कारण, नक्सलिज्म का जो कारण है वो गरीबी नहीं है, बल्कि क्योंकि नक्सलिज्म वहाँ पैदा हो गया, इसकी वजह से वो उन एरियाज़ का डेवलपमेंट ही नहीं हो पाया और वो एरिया गरीबी में और डेवलपमेंट में पिछड़ते गए। जो नक्सलिज्म में वो उन एरिया में ज़्यादा फैला जहाँ पे कि टेरेन डिफ़िकल्ट थी, जंगल्स थे जहाँ पर सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस और गवर्नमेंट की रीच नहीं हो सकती थी, तो उनके डेवलपमेंट की जो स्टेज थी वो वैसे ही थोड़ी कम थी। और जब वहाँ नक्सल ने अपना गढ़ बना लिया तो उन्होंने वहाँ फिर डेवलपमेंट होने ही नहीं दिया कि अब तो यहाँ पे हमारा राज चलेगा और यहाँ पर कैसे फंड्स इकट्ठा करना है वो हम लोग देखेंगे, यहाँ डेवलपमेंट हमने नहीं होने देना है। और जो छोटा मोटा वहाँ डेवलपमेंट हुआ था, कोई स्कूल बने थे, कोई हॉस्पिटल बने थे, कोई रोड्स बनी थी, कोई ब्रिज बने थे, कोई रेलवे ट्रैक बने हुए थे, उन्होंने नक्सलियों ने छत्तीसगढ़ साइड में और झारखंड साइड में उन सभी चीज़ों को उड़ा दिया, सारे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को उड़ा दिया ताकि वहाँ पर डेवलपमेंट का कोई भी चीज़ पहुँच ना पाए। अगर मैं नक्सल फंडिंग की बात करूं, 300 से 400 करोड़ रुपए हर साल नक्सली जो है वो इकट्ठा करते थे लोगों से डिफरेंट तरीके से, जिसमें कि एक्सटॉर्शन होता था, जो भी माइनिंग जो भी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं, जो कंपनीज वहाँ काम कर रही हैं, उनसे एक्सटॉर्शन होता था। और एक टैक्स कलेक्ट करते थे, जितने भी वहाँ रोड्स बन रही हैं, ब्रिजेस बन रहे हैं, उनसे टैक्स कलेक्ट करते थे। इसके अलावा अगर किसी के पास ट्रैक्टर है किसी घर में, तो उससे टैक्स लेते थे, उससे अपना लेवी कलेक्ट करते थे। कोई वीकली मार्केट लगती है तो उनकी दुकानों से
फॉरेन फंडिंग भी था।
हाँ, मैं आ रहा हूँ। और उनसे पैसे लेते थे। और इस तरीके की चीज़ें लोगों को ये कह के कि तुम हमारे नक्सल संस्थान के मेंबर हो, उनसे कंट्रीब्यूशन, मंथली कंट्रीब्यूशन, जिसको कि वो वॉलंटरी कंट्रीब्यूशन कहते थे, वो ज़बरदस्ती लिया जाता था। और इसी में जो फॉरेन से भी इनके पास कंट्रीब्यूशंस आते थे, जो कि आते थे कि हम लोग यहाँ पे शिक्षा की क्रांति लेके आना चाहते हैं, यहाँ पे हम लोग ये वॉलंटरी समाज की भलाई का काम करना चाहते हैं, तो उसके नाम पर कंट्रीब्यूशंस फॉरेन से भी आती थी। जिस
प्यास बुझाए, ठंडक लाए, सबको भाए जीरा से, MTH का जल जीरा, जीरा से।
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
AU करंट अकाउंट के साथ मिलता है फ्री UPI QR ओवरड्राफ्ट फैसिलिटी और एक ही ऐप से बैंक के सारे काम। AU
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
So please settle down now for a day of powerful conversations, extraordinary stories, and defining perspectives. Because the Republic Summit is not merely a forum to discuss India's future, it is a front row seat to the people, ideas, and institutions that are helping build it. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Republic Summit 2026. Welcome to Great Power India, Nation First. I'd like to now invite Republic Media Network's founder and editor-in-chief, Mr. Arnab Goswami, along with Shri Rakesh Agarwal, IG CRPF, Shri Ashok Kumar, Commandant 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, and Sub-Inspector Rudresh Singh, 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, to please come up on stage to light the ceremonial lamp. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as they come up. These are the people on the ground who've earned their accolades, as we request them to please move towards the ceremonial lamp and light it. A final round of applause as Arnab adds his brilliance to the event. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we have our brave security personnel whose courage and commitment have safeguarded the nation's journey and transformed a belt which has been a no-go area for decades. For years, they have fought a difficult battle in some of the country's most challenging terrain, displaying extraordinary courage and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you a short intro to their remarkable story on how they wiped out Maoist terror.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार प्योर मसाला।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ।
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। अब बताओ स्वाद आया?
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
Armed forces at the borders, you know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrorists are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700, right? In the case of, and my question is, you can take it, Rakesh sir, and then Ashok ji and Rudresh can take, 30 seconds. When you don't know who the enemy is, who's funding the enemy? Because the enemy is right next to you.
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching Republic TV. I'm Yesu Bharadwaj, and Republic has now exclusively accessed the CCTV footage from a day before, that's on the 17th of June, when Ketan was murdered on the 18th, and how Chetan, the boyfriend, and also Sia were seen in a coffee shop while discussing and plotting the entire murder that took place on the 18th in Pune, across the Lohagarh fort. Now we're getting you all the details, but first here's a check on your headlines for that. Bhagwant Mann on the defensive on Sacrilege releases 2 counter videos to claim controversy. Republic report confirms Cypher Sentinel that created reports giving clean chit to Mann was a non-existent lab. Controversial video emerges from Ujjain car blown up during Muharram procession in Ujjain. Major controversy as Nawab Malik's daughter and NCP MLA Sana Malik bats for polygamy in India. NCERT introduces section on emergency in Class 9 textbook for the first time, flags it as challenge to democracy. Rahul Gandhi expresses regret in defamation case filed by Shivraj Singh Chauhan's son. Back-to-back powerful earthquakes jolt Venezuela. USGS estimates death toll could reach anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 people. Now viewers, starting first. Republic has accessed CCTV footage of Sia and Chetan. The CCTV footage comes from a coffee shop a day before Ketan's murder. In fact, Sia and Chetan visited this coffee shop to plan the murder. And this is an exclusive footage that Republic has gotten its hands on while pursuing the case to the T. The CCTV evidence that shows Sia and Chetan planning and plotting the entire murder a day before they actually carried it out. That's on the 18th of June when Ketan was pushed off the Lohagarh fort into a gorge and he succumbed to his injuries later. These are the visuals of Sia and Chetan, the boyfriend who is the co-accused in the murder of Ketan. Now, in fact, they were seen in a coffee shop in Pune. Republic has accessed these CCTV footages exclusively showing the two sitting down at a coffee shop a day prior to the murder and plotting the entire murder. This is the CCTV footage that shows Sia and Chetan, the boyfriend, the co-accused in Ketan Agarwal's murder. In fact, Sia and Chetan Chaudhary are seen sitting across each other in the coffee shop where they're also possibly planning the murder. Now remember, Republic flagged it first. We spoke about the two being in a coffee shop a day before the murder took place, and now Republic has also accessed the CCTV footage of the coffee shop where the two were seen sitting a day before the murder was carried out. They were in fact planning and plotting the entire murder that took place on the 18th of June. And that also claimed the life of Ketan Agarwal. Remember, Sia had gotten engaged to Ketan Agarwal and they were due to get married in November of 2026. That's this year. In fact, let's also listen into the police team that's investigating the matter and what is it that they have to say.
ज़िले के एसपी सर गिल सर, एडिशनल एसपी सर शुभम कुमार सर, दोनों ने जो एक्यूज़ है उनको बारी बारी इंट्रोगेट किया। लगभग रात भर ये इंट्रोगेशन चला और कल हमारे एसपी सर और एडिशनल सर ने स्पॉट पे विज़िट किया था। स्पॉट मुआयना करने के बाद हमको इन्वेस्टिगेशन के बारे में कुछ महत्वपूर्ण इंस्ट्रक्शंस भी दिए हैं, उसका फॉलोअप अभी चालू है।
फ़ोन कॉल्स देखे जा रहे हैं, कितने आए हैं, कितनी बात जो है चेतन और सिया बात किए?
जी, पिछले एक साल का जो डेटा निकाला गया है उसमें करीबन 2000 के ऊपर उनके कॉल्स है एक दूसरे को और 238 आवर्स तक उनका लंबा कॉन्वर्सेशन चला है।
अच्छा, अभी क्या पंचनामा चल रहा है, क्या चीज़ें चल रही? फोरेंसिक टीम भी गई थी?
जी, फोरेंसिक टीम भी है वहाँ पे। उनका जो एविडेंस कलेक्शन का काम चालू है वो उनका काम कर रहे हैं और हमारा पेपर वर्क जो है पंचनामा वगैरह वो भी शुरू है।
अच्छा, कल पूछताछ में कुछ बातें बताई है, पहले तो कबूल कर लिया है दोनों ने?
जी, दोनों ने भी अपना क्राइम कबूल कर लिया है।
अच्छा, कुछ बातें
नहीं, बाकी कुछ नहीं है, बाकी
जांच
चालू है। जी जी जी, यस।
बयान अभी तक आगे किसका किसका दर्ज होने वाला है क्या?
दोनों का भी आज हो जाएगा दर्ज। यस यस।
किसका?
दोनों एक्यूज का भी
फिर से बयान लेंगे?
हाँ, यानी उनसे
लगातार पूछताछ
चालू ही रहेगी। जब तक पीसी है तब तक तो हर रोज उनका बयान चालू ही रहेगा। उनके बताए हुए चीज़ें हम इन्वेस्टिगेशन के दौरान क्रॉस टैली करेंगे।
चेतन से क्या क्या बरामद हुआ है, उनका क्या क्या लिए?
नहीं, वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन
फोन
अभी फिलहाल नहीं, हमारा पंचनामा चालू है। इन्वेस्टिगेशन
फोन रिकवर किया है?
वो इन्वेस्टिगेशन का
दोनों का रिकवर कर लिया है,
होने के बाद हम आपको बता देंगे।
In fact, my colleague also spoke to Vijay Agarwal, who is Ketan Agarwal's father, who's demanding justice for his deceased son. Listen in to this appeal.
केतन अग्रवाल के चाचा हैं, आप पुलिस स्टेशन आए थे, यहाँ पर क्या बात हुई, क्या मांग की आपने?
सर, पुलिस वाले अपना काम कर रहे हैं, हम रेगुलर के लिए आए थे क्योंकि भाई को हॉस्पिटल भी, भाई बहुत बीमार है। विशाल जी बहुत बीमार चल रहे हैं और हमें पूर्ण भरोसा है कि हमें न्याय ये मिला के देंगे। हमारे देश का कानून हमें न्याय मिला के देगा। हमारी एक ही मांग है, हमारे बच्चे की, बेकसूर बच्चे की जान गई है, जो घर का एक लौता बच्चा था, बस उसे न्याय मिलना चाहिए और न्याय मुझे भरोसा भी है और ये दिलाएंगे भी, इसीलिए हम आए थे, बाकी कुछ नहीं।
विश्वास नहीं हो रहा था कि सिया इस तरह से करेगी?
सर, कैसे विश्वास हो सकता है सर? रोज़ घर में आती थी, रोज़ शॉपिंग बेटे के साथ जाती थी, रोज़ खाने पीने के लिए होटल्स वगैरह घूमना फिरना, नमस्ते सब चाहती थी, सब बराबर करती थी। एक इशारा भी देती तो सर क्यों शादी करते? आज कोहिनूर जैसा बेटा चला गया, पूरे हमारे जीवन का सहारा चला गया पूरे के पूरे। एक इशारा देती तो हम सगाई तोड़ देते। आगे बेटों की शादी कैसे करेंगे हम लोग? अगर समाज में अगर बेटियां ऐसे करने लग गई कि सगाई करें और बेटों को मार दें, हम बेटे कहाँ से लाएंगे? लोग बोलते बेटी बढ़ाओ बेटी बचाओ, यहाँ पे बेटों को कैसे बचाएंगे? आज बेटों को मार दिया इन्होंने। देश का ये तीसरा किस्सा है। अगर ये नहीं रोका गया समाज के सामने, अगर सज़ा प्रॉपर समाज के सामने नहीं मिली तो 3,000 बेटे मर जाएंगे। बेटियों को एक ही दिमाग में आएगा, माँ बाप से बात नहीं करनी है, कुछ हो रहा है ठीक है सगाई करो, मार दो बेटे को। हमारा तो बेटा चला गया, अब दूसरा केतन नहीं जाना चाहिए कोई, एक केतन चला गया, अगर और भी केतन जाएंगे तो हम क्या करेंगे?
सीए ने कहा है कि जो है समाज में बदनामी हो रही थी इसलिए हमने ये साजिश।
सर, मुझे कुछ भी नहीं पता है। अगर बदनामी हो रही थी तो एक बार बोल देती। बेटा चला गया, अब क्या है? मेरे देश से और एक ही ये है कि हमारा बेटा चला गया, अब और कोई बेटी और हमारे किसी बेटे को ना मारे। ये जो बेटियों ने नया पकड़ा है फंडा कि शादी करो, घर वालों को मत बताओ और बेटों को मार दो, तो सर बेटी तो बचा ली, अब बेटों को कौन बचाएगा? सरकार कुछ देखे कि बेटी पढ़ाओ बेटी बचाओ, तो बेटा तो गया। अब देश में और ऐसा ना हो जाए कि 3 केस आ चुके हैं भारत में और 3,000 बेटे ना चले जाए।
कभी सिया का लगा नहीं कि इस तरह से करेंगे?
नहीं
सर, SIT बैठाने की बात आ रही है कि मतलब SIT?
मुझे कुछ जानकारी नहीं है।
सरकार ने SIT बैठाई?
सरकार जो करे हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा है। सरकार, हमारे देश का कानून हमारे साथ है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है जो भी करेंगे वो बहुत अच्छा करेंगे और मुझे पूर्ण विश्वास है कि हमारे केतन को जहाँ पे से भी देख रहा होगा ना, उसको न्याय मिलेगा। हम ऐसा नहीं होगा कि न्याय ना मिले, न्याय मिलेगा।
Now also listen into the ground reports that our reporters have filed that cover the entire angle of this case and everything that's going on.
A shocking incident emerged from Pune's Lohargarh Fort where a 26-year-old boy Ketan Agarwal was pushed off the cliff by his fiancée, and since then the investigation is on as the 2 accused are under arrest. As of now, we tried to contact, Republic tried to contact and trace the Goel family, but they were not traceable or reachable. As of now, I am in Pune's market yard area where Sia Goel's uncle, elder uncle owns a shop here. And when we tried to contact him, when we tried to talk him, he said that हमारा उनसे कोई मतलब नहीं. That he said that we have no ties with them. And as of now, when I asked here 2-3 vyaparis or 2-3 businessmen here in Pune's market yard area, they clearly said that Surendra Goel is the uncle of Sia Goel, and from last 2 years they have different shops. And when Republic tried to have a word with Surendra Goel, he said that we have no ties with them, and Sia Goel's father owns a different shop here itself in Pune's market yard area. But as of now, the Goel family is not traceable. But we did try to talk to Surendra Goel, but he said that I don't want to comment on this anything, and we have no ties with them as of now. A shocking incident emerged on 23rd of June where a 26-year-old boy was pushed from the cliff by his to-be wife Sia Goel, and this created a stir not only in Pune, Maharashtra, but in the entire nation, because just because she didn't want the barrier, her to-be husband, she didn't want that barrier, she literally pushed him off the cliff under the pretext of clicking a selfie on the Lohargarh Fort of Pune. She is currently arrested by Pune Rural Police, and also her alleged lover boy Chetan Chaudhary is also arrested. But when Republic tried to trace the Sia Goel's family, they are nowhere to be found. But according to the sources, it has came to light that the father of Sia Goel, Praveen Goel, is currently admitted in one of Pune's private hospital, and this is the very shop of Sia Goel's father where they did the family business. According to the information received, that Chetan Chaudhary's family also owns a shop in Pune's market yard area, which is just behind this shop, behind this lane, by the name of Dhanashri Sales. This is the Pune's market yard area where all the traders, all the businessmen do their business from here. BG Goel is a shop of dry fruits and spices. They are the wholesalers of dry fruits and spices. This is the very shop, but since 4 days it is shut. When we talk to people around here, but they didn't agree to talk on camera. They said that from last 4 to 5 days this shop is closed. Before this, Republic also tried to speak with Sia Goel's uncle Surendra Goel, but he said that हमारा उनसे कोई वास्ता नहीं. So as of now, this shop is shut, and police are yet to confront or interrogate the Goyal family. Only then it will come to light that was Sia pressurized to get into this arranged marriage setup, or there was some another story, whether the family knew about this particular relationship with Ketan Chaudhary, or there is some different other story. There are many aspects to it, and the investigation is underway. A 7 days police custody is given to Sia Goyal and Ketan Chaudhary in this particular matter. So now it will be important to see on 29 June when these two will be presented before the court, what facts are presented by the police.
Now, a fresh controversy is coming in from Maharashtra, where NCP MLA Sana Malik raised the questions backing polygamy in India. In fact, this has raised pertinent questions over the Muslim personal law and also women's rights in India. Republic, in fact, also confronted the NCP MLA Sana Malik on her comments batting for polygamy in the Maharashtra Assembly. Take a look at this.
मैं बिल्कुल भी डिफेंड नहीं कर रही हूँ, ना ही पॉलीगैमी को मैं सपोर्ट कर रही हूँ। पॉलीगैमी के किस तरीके से पॉलीगैमी है उसके बारे में मैंने जानकारी दी, क्योंकि हमारे बीजेपी के आमदार देवयानी फयांदे जी, उन्होंने क्या किया, जब अपनी लक्ष्य विधि लगाई तो पॉलीगैमी के कुछ रूल्स और लॉज जो दूसरे देश में फॉलो हो रहे हैं उसमें उन्होंने पाकिस्तान का साइटिंग चालू कर दिया। पाकिस्तान में ये हो रहा है, पाकिस्तान में वो हो रहा है, तो हमें वो अजीब बात पसंद नहीं आया और इसलिए हमने उनको बताया कि भाई ये सभी चीज़ें जो है कुरान में इस तरीके से आती है, और आपको अगर कोई रेफरेंस देना है तो आप कुरान का रेफरेंस दीजिए। पाकिस्तान के बारे में बोल रहे हैं तो आपको क्यों खराब लगा? पाकिस्तान का रेफरेंस हम दूसरे देशों का रेफरेंस लेंगे? भारत के संविधान ने हमें अधिकार दिया है, भारत के संविधान ने हमें दिखाया है किस तरीके से जीना है, किस तरीके से चलना है। भारत के संविधान ने हमें अपने रिलीजन को फॉलो करने का अधिकार दिया है। हम दूसरे देशों का रेफरेंस क्यों एक्सेप्ट करेंगे? कोई भी, वो भी महाराष्ट्र के असेंबली के फ्लोर में। और आप बोल रहे हैं कि पॉलीगैमी सिर्फ मुस्लिमों में नहीं है, हिंदुओं में और बाकी लोग। मैंने हिंदुओं का नाम ही नहीं लिया, मैंने यही कहा कि पॉलीगैमी को आप मुस्लिम से जोड़ रहे हैं क्योंकि पॉलीगैमी का तरीका मुस्लिम से बताया गया है, लेकिन बाकी के सभी मर्द भी तो पॉलीगैमी कर रहे हैं ना, तो उस पर क्यों नहीं हमने यही उठाया कि महिलाओं के विषय को आप धर्म से ना जोड़ो। और पॉलीगैमी की आप बात करो तो सिर्फ मुस्लिम मर्द नहीं है जो पॉलीगैमी कर रहे हैं, बाकी के लोग भी पॉलीगैमी कर रहे हैं। तो ये डिफेंड नहीं है पॉलीगैमी, ये डिफेंड नहीं है, ये है कि उन्होंने पाकिस्तान को हाईलाइट किया। आप मुझे बताइए, हिंदुस्तान में रहते हुए आप पाकिस्तान की वाहवाही कर सकते हैं? पाकिस्तान की वाहवाही हो रही थी महाराष्ट्र के फ्लोर असेंबली में, जो हमें बिल्कुल भी एक्सेप्टेबल नहीं है। दूसरे देश के अगर कायदे की बात कर रहे हो, वो कायदा कहाँ से आया है उसका आप रेफरेंस दीजिए ना। पाकिस्तान में जो कायदा आया है वो कुरान से आया है, तो कुरान का रेफरेंस आप दे दीजिए। पाकिस्तान का रेफरेंस क्यों दे रहे हैं? वैसे तो पाकिस्तान, आज मुझे बोला जा रहा है कि पाकिस्तान चले जाओ क्योंकि मैंने पाकिस्तान का नाम लिया, लेकिन पाकिस्तान का नाम लेने वाला या शुरुआत करने वाला कौन था? बीजेपी का आमदार था। आपका जो ये कमेंट है वो आपके पार्टी सपोर्ट करती है? कौन से कोई सपोर्ट करे नहीं करे, मैं अपने कमेंट को सपोर्ट करती हूँ। मुझे पता नहीं, मेरी पार्टी से बात भी नहीं हुई है। मैं तो कल से इसी में लगी हुई हूँ, मीडिया को ही जवाब दे रही हूँ, मीडिया से। और मेरा आज का काम है विधानसभा में बैठ के मेरे मतदार संघ के और मेरे लोगों के आवाज़ उठाना। उसके लिए हम अंदर बैठते हैं चर्चा करने के लिए, इसलिए नहीं बैठते कि कोई हमें पाकिस्तान बैठ दे। हमें हिंदुस्तान के, हम भारतीय नागरिक हैं। पाकिस्तान में क्या चल रहा है, जो जानता है वो उधर जाए और उधर फाइंड आउट करे।
And now, viewers, a political controversy unfolded in the Maharashtra Assembly during the second day of the monsoon session after MLA Sana Malik made remarks on polygamy while participating in a discussion on issues related to Muslim personal law. During her address, Malik stated that polygamy is permitted under Islamic law and is mentioned in the Quran. She also argued that the practice should not be viewed solely through a religious lens, claiming that polygamy exists across different communities and religions. An outrageous comment backing polygamy in India, drawing its influence from Pakistan. Take a look.
इस तरीके का अत्याचार सिर्फ मुस्लिम महिलाओं के ऊपर हो रहा है क्या? दूसरा, पॉलीगैमी मुस्लिम्स में अलाउड है मुस्लिम लॉ अंतर्गत। पाकिस्तान ने कुछ नया नहीं किया है, पाकिस्तान ने मुस्लिम लॉ जो हमारा कुरान जो कहता है उसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया है, और वही अगर इधर भी इम्प्लीमेंट किया जाएगा तो हम में से किसी को भी इस्लाम के में जो भी कुरान बोलता है वो हम फॉलो करते हैं। अगर कुरान में कोई चीज़ कही गई है उसको फॉलो करने के लिए अगर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन पाकिस्तान ने लाया है तो भारत देश भी लाए और हम इसकी मांग करते हैं। दूसरा, ट्रिपल तलाक जो है, आज भी मैं कहना चाहूँगी तलाक के कई फॉर्म्स होते हैं, तो तलाक हसन, तलाक एहसन और तलाक बिद्दत। तलाक हसन, तलाक एहसान, ये जो 2 तलाक है ये हम फॉलो करते हैं। तलाक के बिद्दत इज़ अ कल्चरल फॉर्म जो सालों पीढ़ी बाई पीढ़ी फॉर्म होते आया है, उसमें कहीं भी उसका हमारे रिलीजन में मेंशन नहीं है। तो जब इंस्टेंट ट्रिपल तलाक को रद्द किया गया, उसके ऊपर लॉ लाया गया, जो चीज़ हमारे पास है ही नहीं उसको रद्द किया गया। एक, अगर वो फॉलो हो रहा है, उसके ऊपर लॉ बनाया गया है और उसके अगेंस्ट कोई जा रहा है तो हम उसके ऊपर आवाज़ नहीं उठाते, हम फॉलो करते हैं। लेट मी कंप्लीट। थर्ड, क्या पॉलीगैमी सिर्फ मुस्लिम्स में अलाउड है? लेकिन क्या सिर्फ मुस्लिम्स ही पॉलीगैमी कर रहे हैं? क्या सिर्फ मुस्लिम आदमी, क्या मुस्लिम पुरुष ही पॉलीगैमी कर रहे हैं?
Now, Meenakshi, my colleague, also joins us live. Meenakshi, we saw the conversation that unfolded between you and the NCP MLA Sana Malik. Outrageous comments on the floor of the Maharashtra Assembly. She is not only backing polygamy, but she also rakes up triple talaq being banned in India and how that's not justified. Now, in fact, get us more details that you have. Meenakshi. Seems like there's some problem connecting with my colleague there, Meenakshi, who joins us live from Mumbai. We will get back to her in a short while, but viewers, extremely outrageous comments were made by NCP MLA Sana Malik on the floor of the Maharashtra Assembly. She has drawn influence from Pakistan over polygamy and says that Muslims are not the only ones practicing polygamy in India. Now, in fact, viewers, shifting focus to Venezuela, that's been struck by powerful back-to-back earthquakes, leaving buildings to complete rubbles in the Venezuelan capital of Caracas. Now, heavy casualties are feared after strong quakes struck the west of Venezuelan capital. 2 consecutive earthquakes, 7.2 and 7.5 on the Richter scale, were recorded in the capital city. Now, anywhere from 10,000 to a lakh people are, in fact, estimated to be among the deceased. Take a look at this.
El más fuerte y fue largo. Fuerte, fue muy fuerte. Nunca se nos había roto nada en ningún temblor.
An earthquake just shook the entire building minutes ago.
De verdad que fue fuerte y estamos esperando algunas réplicas. Espero que no, pero hay que estar prevenido.
Buildings began to crumble down and power lines started to flicker as a 7.2 magnitude earthquake struck Venezuela's Caracas on June 25. Before people could make sense of what was happening, another powerful earthquake of 7.5 magnitude hit the capital. The 2 earthquakes were 39 seconds apart. The intensity of the earthquakes is said to be among the strongest quakes to hit the country in more than a century. The United States Geological Survey, USGS, projects injuries and deaths in the thousands. Landslides have also been triggered by the earthquake. Reports project a death count ranging from 10,000 to 100,000.
El más fuerte y fue largo. Fuerte, fue muy fuerte. Nunca se nos había roto nada en ningún temblor y se nos rompió todo dentro de la casa. El más fuerte y fue largo. Fuerte, fue muy fuerte. Nunca se nos había roto nada en ningún temblor y se nos rompió todo dentro de la casa. Todos los vasos, todo cayó, todas las copas, todo.
The first quake, with an epicenter 21 kilometers west of the coastal town of Moran, occurred at 3:34 a.m. IST. 39 seconds later, a 7.5 magnitude quake struck about 45 kilometers away. The tectonic shift happened at a depth of 21.9 kilometers and 10 kilometers separately. Over 20 aftershocks followed the main tremors. Experts claim such double quakes occur when a fault or an earthquake generator is quite complicated, causing a trigger of sequence of earthquake events.
I'm reporting here from my apartment in Caracas, Venezuela, where an earthquake just shook the entire building minutes ago. It's the heaviest quake I've felt in Venezuela, and these glasses fell to the floor. As you can see behind me, neighbors are coming down to the streets, and it's still unclear the intensity of the quake, but we are continuing to report as these are.
El edificio se movió de lado a lado porque es increíble, pues. Y bueno, que menos mal que no haya tanta gente en el edificio también, porque te imaginas, el desespero de la gente de salir de allí, no, fue increíble. Y bueno, ¿qué te puedo decir? Pero
abajo, se vino abajo, y hay un incendio grande.
Following the strong earthquakes recorded this afternoon in the country, we have declared a state of emergency throughout the national territory. We call on all citizens to remain alert, safe, and as calm as possible. I announce that there will be no classes in the coming days of this week, as well as the suspension of activities not in line with essential services. We have activated the entire public and private health system in the country, especially in the most affected areas. The voluntary evacuation of homes with structural damage has been ordered. Maiquetía International Airport will remain closed due to the damage recorded in its infrastructure.
The two major earthquakes that just hit the great people of Venezuela are both massive in scale and have left a devastating number of deaths. The USA stands ready, willing, and able to help.
And that's all that we could wrap for you in this edition of Live and Breaking. But don't go anywhere. News and updates continue on the other side. In fact, we continue getting you all the details about the Punjab Sacrilege video row. Republic exclusively has now confirmed that the labs that Bhagwant Mann has been referring to do not even exist, the ones that gave him a clean chit.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ।
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बनाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है? स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और फरसान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
So please settle down now for a day of powerful conversations, extraordinary stories, and defining perspectives. Because the Republic Summit is not merely a forum to discuss India's future, it is a front row seat to the people, ideas, and institutions that are helping build it. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Republic Summit 2026. Welcome to great power India, nation first. I'd like to now invite Republic Media Network's founder and editor-in-chief, Mr. Arnab Goswami, along with Shri Rakesh Agarwal, IG CRPF, Shri Ashok Kumar, Commandant 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, and Sub-Inspector Rudresh Singh, 210 Cobra Battalion, CRPF, to please come up on stage to light the ceremonial lamp. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as they come up. These are the people on the ground who've earned their accolades, as we request them to please move towards the ceremonial lamp and light it. A final round of applause as Arnab adds his brilliance to the event. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, we have our brave security personnel whose courage and commitment have safeguarded the nation's journey and transformed a belt which has been a no-go area for decades. For years, they have fought a difficult battle in some of the country's most challenging terrain, displaying extraordinary courage and commitment. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you a short intro to their remarkable story on how they wiped out Maoist terror.
Armed forces at the borders. You know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count.
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाए जीरा से MTH का जल जीरा जीरा से
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, delicious, healthy, every day.
Armed forces at the borders. You know who the enemy is. The enemy is defined, right? You know who the enemy is. But in the case of internal security, I wanted to ask this question to each one of you. You can take 30 seconds to 1 minute to answer this question. You can count the number of victims of terror in India, right? Cross-border terror. But look at the number of victims of Maoist terror. 9,000 civilians have been killed in the last 20 years. 9,000. Cross-border terrors are only a fraction of that. 2,700 security have been martyred fighting Maoists. 2,700, right? In the case of, and my question is, you can take it, Rakesh sir, and then Ashok ji and Rudresh can take, 30 seconds. When you don't know who the enemy is, who's funding the enemy? Because the enemy is right next to you. The enemy is getting money from somewhere else. The enemy is pumping in money to Maoists to fight our forces. So how do we deal with that? So we refer to some of these people as urban Naxals. They could be anywhere. They could be around you. How do you deal with urban Naxals?
I would like to say, एक जनरल परसेप्शन है कि गरीबी की वजह से नक्सलिज्म पनपता है,
बट मैं कहूँगा कि जो हम लोगों ने स्टडी की है और जो हम लोगों का एक्सपीरियंस है कि गरीबी का जो कारण, नक्सलिज्म का जो कारण है वो गरीबी नहीं है, बल्कि क्योंकि नक्सलिज्म वहाँ पैदा हो गया, इसकी वजह से वो उन एरियाज़ का डेवलपमेंट ही नहीं हो पाया और वो एरिया गरीबी में और डेवलप